It's morphin' time!
Dragonzord!
Mastodon!
Pterodactyl!
Triceratops!
Saber-tooth tiger!
Tyrannosaurus!
Yeah!
Ready to morph into action!
Six working together to fight evil.
And stop Rita!
And all of her menacing monsters!
From destroying Earth!
And ruin the universe with evil! Look out, Rita! We're not backing down because we're the
Power Rangers! Yeah, we're the Power Rangers. Let's go! Bear. Yeah! Let's go, Power Rangers.
This is so stupid. I'm too
Stupid?
smart for this.
Stupid?
It's a joke, Angus.
I don't care if you're joking.
He wasn't there. He wasn't understand. Okay, so you should probably give context, Ninja.
Okay, so so you know how I mentioned a couple times about my dad putting on some categories of shows why we can't watch them? Guess what show Power Rangers fell into?
Oh my god, what was his problem against Power Rangers?
Too stupid. I was too smart.
You know, that's exactly the same thing my dad told me why I shouldn't watch SpongeBob. He's like, well, Dad, and also he told me that SpongeBob would make me gay. I told this story before. My dad didn't like me watching SpongeBob because he thought the character SpongeBob was gay. And so, you know, like...
Listen,
and plus, again, you know, he's very old school. He's Asian from old Korea, and not only that, politically speaking, he's a hard conservative. So when he saw SpongeBob, he's like, "Is he gay, Changus?" But no, Dad. No, he's not gay. He's just very happy.
He spends way too much.
He's a little kid.
Who has a job apparently. And he told me, "Don't watch SpongeBob." Why? He's gay. I don't want him influencing you.
He spent way too much time with Patrick.
He spent. Yeah, if anything, you should be worried about Patrick. Now Patrick on the other hand, oh boy.
And some of them they may have even dumber in the later seasons.
Well, that's just a problem with modern SpongeBob in general. I haven't seen any modern SpongeBob stuff, so.
Look, so here's okay, I was actually gonna propose this, like if somebody is like to throw in 20, I'll try to watch a Power Rangers, like the original show or the fighting game.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Does that include the Power Ranger movie?
No, don't.
Could be.
Well, okay. Actually, if you're gonna watch a Power Rangers movie, I actually say give the what year did it come out again?
Wait, I want to say it changes. Let me be specific.
The original or Turbo?
No. There was a Paramount Pictures Power Rangers movie. When did that come out?
The 2017 one?
Yeah, the 2017
The one that everyone
one.
hated?
I don't understand. The 2017 Power Rangers movie is actually pretty good.
I just saw the mecha and be like,
I did not like it so much.
What?
I didn't think it was bad. It's just it felt kind of limp.
Limp? I don't know. I thoroughly had a good time with that movie.
I just saw the mecha and be like, look how they massacred my boy.
Okay, yeah, that is true.
It's just like all I remember is Bryan Cranston's face with 3D printed on a wall, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's our Zardon.
I'm just looking at the Steam page for Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, which is the Power Rangers fighting game, and the top 2 reviews right now is 0.1 hours on record. Long live Jason David Frank.
Yeah, well, we'll get into that as everyone can see. We're on the lineup menu. If you watch the stream, we're gonna get into that. We'll get into that, but yeah.
You know what's kind of funny about the 2017 movie?
What?
It was a Krispy Kreme ad too.
Okay, dude. That is one thing I can say. I don't see. I don't know if it's. I would say it's a criticism or anything like that. I just find it absolutely hilarious how fucking Krispy Kreme was like, not only just product placement, obviously, but it was like integral to the fucking story. Krispy Kreme was integral to the story of that movie.
Rita, if you stop attacking Earth, you can have all the Krispy Kreme you want.
Krispy Kreme? Well... Okay, actually... Okay, look, the 2017 Power Rangers movie has its problems, but I still love the Power Rangers movies. Wait, I just noticed this. Chelsea apparently tipped me $3.50, like $3.50, like 15 minutes ago. I didn't even see that. Oh. Well, thank you, Chelsea. Thank you. Donuts.
Power Rangers. Also, I'm not really hot on the idea that Billy is so smart because he has the tism.
Same. I'm not a fan of that either.
Oh wait. Okay, you know what? Admittedly, it's been a while since I've seen that movie. Okay, because
was it made during the time when wasn't it compared to Michael Bay?
Well, at the time, the Transformers movies were still, the big shit. So everything back then was compared. Like you have to understand that, y'all. Like everything back then was compared to Transformers. Like everything. Like I remember a time Ultron's design from the MCU that was also compared to a Transformers. Like back then, everyone compared everything to Transformers.
Even today, people still doing.
Oh, and also, Paramount produced the movie, so.
That too.
Yeah, there was that. Oh, hi, servant. Jenkins is still easy distracted, and that was an insult to all with autism. Alright. But I don't know. At least I remember having a decent time watching that movie. I still say it's. I don't know. You know what? Before I say anyone give it a shot, I'll probably watch it again just to see. But I remember having a good time with that movie. But again, it's been a while since because I don't remember Billy being autistic.
I remember people talking about it.
Ah. I don't know. I didn't see that movie in theaters. I saw it at home through pirate sites. I never watched that in theaters. Because at the time I was still into Transformers. I was still really into the Transformers movies. And then after high school, it's just like, wow, these movies ain't really that good. Services.
I just want to reiterate, there is a little bit of a bounty.
Ah, well, I guess if you wanna.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there is that too. Yeah, I will say this, since concerning one of our topics we're talking about, I'll say this, the previous, no, not the previous 2 cents, the 2 cents before, we were talking about, Kevin Conroy. Oh my god, why does his name fucking slip out of my mind? Preferably save all your tips and donations, etc., till after we're done talking about that specific topic, because mostly just at least to me it feels a little when you
Yeah, please save it until.
Yeah, save all your money till after we're done talking about Jason David Frank. So, but Servant says he grew up with the Power Rangers show. I mean, yeah, we most of us here except Machado grew up watching some form of Power Rangers. I would assume so.
I grew up knowing it and playing with some of the toys.
Oh god, I remember
Matt watched Power Rangers when he was a kid.
God, I remember the first Power Rangers toy I ever got. It was it was the SPD Megazord, Nick.
Nice.
I had the Zeo Megazord.
But I had
Then it got stolen.
Oof. My SPD Megazord got thrown away with all my stuff in the Great Toy Purge.
I remember I had Power Ranger pajamas as a kid. I don't remember anything else.
But I had a SPD Megazord, and I think it was a church friend of mine. Well, more like a person I knew associated from church, because his parents knew my parents, so we usually hung out and stuff. He had, I believe, the Dino Thunder Megazord. But I had the SPD Megazord. And then that went away in the Great Toy Purge. Funny enough, it was earlier this week. I was actually in Target because I was doing some shopping, and earlier in Target this week, I saw the toy for the new Dino Fury Megazord, which is adapting the Sentai Real Soldier. They had this. Hold on, let me look this up real quick. Dino Fury Megazord. Which one was it? It was the one that turned into like a mosasaur. Yeah, this one, the Mosa Razor Sword. Here, let me. Oh, here we go. It's on Walmart. No, I don't want to. Let me just open an image. Here we go. Let me show an image here. Let me show an image here of what I saw in Target. We got this guy. I saw this guy. Here, let me put this in the back room too. I saw this guy in Target. And not gonna lie, I was kind of tempted. I mean, look at that. It's a Megazord Power Rangers, but look, it's got articulation.
It's not a brick.
It's not a brick. It has actual articulation. What the H? Like, hold on, one more second. Like, let me pull up the Sentai version. The Sentai toy for Real Soldier, was it Mosa? I forgot what the guy was called. But like, I'm gonna show a compare and contrast with the toys for Power Rangers and Sentai. All right, I'm gonna put this in the back room. Like, and look at this, chat. This is the Sentai toy. Brick. Here's the Power Rangers toy. Just basic elbows and knees make it already, leaps and bounds better. What the H? Why is the Power Rangers toy doing better than the Japanese Sentai figure? Like, look at this. No articulation, and then here, that's quite a lot of articulation going on for a Power Rangers figure.
Is the American one like just a figure, or is like a combiner?
I believe it's supposed to combine. I could check real quick.
Because that could be a part of it too.
I could check. Let me look at the Walmart thing. It's Power Rangers Dino Mosa Razor Sword Morphin with Zord Link Mix and Match. No, it's got the same feature as the Real Soldier stuff, which is like the brick, like the Lego brick feature that the figures had in Real Soldier comic. It's got the same thing, so it should be able to combine with the other Zords. So, but they were still able to give it articulation. So, like, what gives? What gives Japan? Why?
This is gonna be the limited collector's special edition. They're gonna release later for like 2 times the price.
Nick, remember recently, Hasbro? I think it was Hasbro Pulse. They announced like their new like Zord project.
Yeah.
Well, let me look that up. Hasbro pulls Megazord. The Lightning Collection Zord Ascension Project. Okay, hold on. Let me just make sure something. Make sure I'm not showing any private information here. I think we're good. Yeah, I'm not showing any private information. Look at this, chat. This is a new Megazord from Hasbro. The Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection Zord Ascension Project Mighty Morphin Dino Megazord. It's like a new fully articulated Megazord. It's just literally, remember your old Megazord toy that you got from when you were a kid? We just gave it some articulation now.
And it combines, right?
It combines. It combines. In
Please
fact,
tell me it's like a Gundam and you can build it.
no. It's, well, like you get the separate. I mean, you get the separate. You know, like the Dino Zords.
It's not the same.
If
You
you're looking,
know, Power Rangers should do that.
what model kits?
Yeah.
I think they. Oh, not Power Rangers, but I think Sentai did at one point.
They have Sentai has Mini Pla, which is like I guess like miniature model kits. But yeah, look at that. It's like a fully articulated Megazord that you could get.
Yeah. And it's not Super Robot Chochokin.
It's not, but it might as well be because of that price point.
$165.
It is.
Charlie.
It is. Oh, Charlie, buy it? No, I already wasted all my money on Gunpla. I just got the Masquerade Virtue.
Okay, why buy one Megazord when you can buy 3 Gunplas? And you can build them all.
Oh, that's true. Hold on, let me look up the.
But at the same time, you can play.
Solar Chogokin. How much is Solar Chogokin? On Big Bad Toy Store. Ooh, $300 for Solar Chogokin Megazord. Oh boy.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
George.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this in the back room.
Cause like, holy smokes, there must be like a resale or something.
And it's out of stock too on Big Bass. Yes.
Buy the Soul Chijokin Megazord. Yeah, buy it.
I'm not gonna buy it. Okay, I'm not gonna show.
Speaking of Megazords,
Hmm.
let's get into the first topic. I think it's like been 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I think it's about time.
Yeah, we should probably.
All right.
talk.
Then let's. All right. So. All right. Give me one more second. Just make sure everything's set up right. Okay. Good. All right. So, I guess with all this Power Rangers talk, we might as well rip the Band-Aid off. So let's talk about. Yeah. Let's talk about
Jason David Frank, the king of Power Rangers.
the Green Ranger and the White Ranger
and the Red Ranger and the Black Ranger and the White Ninja Ranger.
We might as well.
Another Red Ranger.
It was a lot of Rangers. Jason David Frank.
Can't believe he's gone.
That was that with Kevin Conroy when I heard he was dead, and I was like, I kind of remembered his photos, and I'm like, you know, that it stings.
I thought I saw the
But
iOS.
I could see that happening.
Oh,
He did
whoa,
not
whoa.
look good in those photos. And with Jason David Frank, it was just fucking shocking. That stung.
On a
Came
real,
out of nowhere.
real quick. Oh, servant tip $10. It's just gotta head to bed soon. So sorry for not waiting. JDF will be missed. God rest his soul. All right, have a good night.
That's
Have a good night, servant.
7 more.
Yeah, have a good night, servant. But yeah, but just everyone else though, if you can hold on to your money, just wait till we're done talking about Jason David Frank, and then
and suicide too. That
yeah, what the hell?
Yeah.
fuck.
Like
I don't know what that he went through, but I really hope he's having a better time up in heaven.
I hope.
apparently like nothing was apparently like JDF recently went through like a really shitty divorce.
Ooh.
Yeah, so like people are speculating that may have like compounded on like already pre-existing issues.
Not to
I
mention,
know,
like all that COVID crap was happened recently.
Ooh.
So,
I don't know how bad it was, but it was his second divorce.
Ooh.
ooh.
Wow. Yeah, but yeah, fuck. I remember last Saturday. Fuck, it was just last Saturday we heard like Nick was like there's like rumors going around that like Jason David Frank is dead. And I remember that Saturday like let's just wait until, you know, like we have like a confirmation about that, you know. It could just still be rumors, and then like literally the next day it's like, oh god.
Oh, he married. It was a marriage for like 20 years.
Whoa, jeez.
Wow.
Oh, something really bad must have happened then. Jeez. Fuck. Yeah, but God. Yeah, it's... shit. I'm trying to find words here. Like, it's like, okay. So, real quick, I just want to say, like, I don't feel like I'm not at like a loss of words. Like, you know, oh my god, I'm gonna cry in a moment. It's more like just, shit. What's a right way of, you know, talking about this?
It's just fucking stings.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Yeah. Like, I never imagined.
Yeah. It like there was like and the thing is like all this like stuff about like his divorce, like apparently like most people didn't know about this till after his death. Like some people knew already, but like for the most part people were just like hey,
It just came out. Everything just came out of fucking nowhere.
yeah, just left field. All of a sudden, just God just went, all right, Jason, your time's up. It's like, well, what the hell? Well, what's going on here? Wait, what do you mean his time's up? Fuck.
Yeah. And also he's just, whenever you like see him outside of Power Rangers roles, he's just he just seems like such a nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just trying to live up to Tommy Oliver.
It's not just that. Like, if I remember correctly, like Jason loved Power Rangers. Like he loved Power Rangers. Like if there's like
he kept coming. He just kept coming.
He just kept coming back because he loved Power Rangers. Jason was one of those actors. Like, hey Jason, we're gonna do like a Power Ranger special thing. You want in? Yes.
He's considered the unofficial face of Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Technically, the only person who could really rival him in the amount of stuff he's been in is the guy who played Bulk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is funny. Not even Bulk and Skull, but just Bulk, because he was in
Samurai.
both Glass Galaxy and Samurai.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on real quick. Anime guy, wait, you don't know what about Jason David Frank? Like, what happened?
Oh, fuck.
Fuck! Jeez, oh shit.
This is not a great place to learn about it.
Oh, fuck. Oh, man.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that... Fuck. Yeah. But, like...
I also learned, like I was looking up some stuff earlier, and I was on JDF's page on the Ranger Wiki, and even mentioned how it happened, and I kind of don't want to mention it.
Oh.
Here.
Yeah, let's... I don't think that's very respectful. Like, if you want to look up, you know... The cause, that's up to you.
Do it on your own time.
Yeah, here we just wanna remember this guy. And the guy says never watched much Power Rangers, was more sleeping than hanging out. Man. I'm sorry you had to. Still though, I'm sorry you had to learn about this way, though, anime guy. Like, but like I said though, like Jason, he loved Power Rangers. Like, if there was, he was the guy. If there was ever a chance, he could, be Tommy again, whether in like any official and unofficial capacity. He'd do it.
Hey, Jason, we want you down here, and then you hear a knock on the door, like a few seconds later. Like, damn, that was fast.
Like there's like several like fan projects out there for Power Rangers. Like, whenever it's the Green Ranger, if they could get Jason, he will do it. Like, this man loved being a Power Ranger.
Probably. I mean, with the amount he would love it with the amount of like probably seeing kids love that stuff and growing into adults and also loving that stuff. It probably warmed his heart.
Yeah. So just it's such a bummer to hear that, just it wasn't enough. I don't know if that's the right words. Like, just
some really bad shit happened in really bad scenarios.
So it's just
I will say that not everything is 100% perfect, because there were some people, because you could argue he had a bit of an ego problem.
I mean, he's an actor.
We
should just. I mean, he's an actor. We should just take it for granted that he had a little, at most a little ego more than people.
And even then, and some may have had maybe not as many of the better interactions as like some other fans, but like even still, there's a reason he was like the official. Well, unofficial face of Power Rangers.
Yeah. Fuck.
I mean,
it
just came out of nowhere, just stings.
Yeah.
The last role he was in is supposed to come out next year. It's called Legend of the White Dragon.
It's kind of like almost like a passion project of sorts.
Yeah.
Well, Changus is gonna. No. Excuse me. Not Changus. Comet. Sorry, two C words. Is gonna like it.
I don't know much about this movie, but like, it seems like
I think we should. I think once it comes out, we should review it in honor of.
Yeah. It feels like, from what I've seen, though, it looks like, at the very least, something that's
inspired.
Heavily inspired by Power Rangers. And
I think those chicks are fucking jacked.
Yeah. Yeah. No, like, actually, no. Just the name alone, like, you could tell that's. I mean, hell, that's Power Rangers. Like, is the role Jason was in. That's clearly, mixing his two, best roles as, the Green Ranger and the White Ranger. White Dragon.
To get out of Power Rangers, he was emissary in, unfortunately, the Prime Wars trilogy, but still.
Yeah,
he was in Transformers.
Yeah, he was in Transformers.
Let's see here.
Wait, Jason David was in Transformers?
He was in VR Troopers.
Huh. I'm gonna look up his filmography.
Let's see. He was in Family Matters.
He was in Family Matters. Get out of my house.
He played a guy called Skull. Let's see here.
Oh, he was in that show We Bear Bears.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know.
Ninjek
Nice.
versus the Valiant Universe.
Mostly
Mostly it's just Power Ranger stuff.
Well, cause like he loved being Power Ranger. Like,
Yeah. I mean, you figure he was an actor. You would think it would show up with a bit more stuff, but I guess he was more of a he was like more of a martial artist. I guess.
Well, Jason was also a professional martial arts. Like
he had a dojo.
He had a. Actually, one of the thing was okay. I don't know if this is true. Confirm if you can confirm it or deny it or whatever in the chat or one of you guys. But like I heard that like basically on set of like the original Power Rangers, only Jason was the only one who actually knew martial arts, like actual martial arts. So in a sense, Jason was actually, when he came on board, he was actually helping the other actors learn how to fight. So
really?
That's what I heard. So like all the stuff like we're doing, like fighting and actions, out of suit. Like, apparently a lot of that stuff was learned thanks to Jason teaching them. Again, I don't know if this is, actually, true or not, but like...
I think Austin St. John may have had some stuff.
Austin St. John? But, maybe, but like, Jason was also there to help.
I even watched, Austin St. John's reaction to it, because like he posted a video where it's like where he admits, me and Jason, we don't exactly get along, but you could tell he was still hurting, or the fact that even if he didn't get along with him, he essentially lost some sort of family member, a Power Ranger member. Those certain family members. You don't really butt heads a whole lot, but you don't. You still respect them, and you don't really want to see them dead in this fashion, or dead at all.
Which Transformers anime guide? The Power of the Primes trilogy, Titan's Return. So, but still, he was in fucking Transformers. But what was the first role you ever saw Jason in? Most likely Power Rangers related. To me, the first role I ever saw Jason in that I can remember is Dino Thunder, as the Black Ranger.
Oh, Jason David Frank was actually one of the martial arts instructors
on
the TV show before he went into the Tommy Oliver audition.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. But still, though, in a sense, I was, in a sense, correct. Right. Yeah. He did help.
Technically, you're even more correct than you thought.
Yeah, but the first thing I ever saw Jason in was as the Black Dino Thunder Ranger. That was the first time I ever saw Jason.
I watched Power Rangers so young. It probably was Dino Thunder that I seen him in, but it could have equally been I've watched a fuck ton of Mighty Morphin, Zeo, Turbo. Could have been any one of those.
What about you, Nick?
How do I know Jason?
Yeah.
Pretty much, Dino Thunder.
Dino Thunder?
And then you go back, watch My Morphins, and like just saw like everything this guy did.
I feel like a lot of us grew up on Dino Thunder.
I really got into it with SPD.
Awesome.
Oh, was that Matchstick?
Dino Thunder was fucking awesome.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like Dino Thunder, Time Force, SPD, the original Zordon era. Mystic Force were all my big shows.
My favorites were SPD, Time Force, Jungle Fury, Dino Thunder, and Wild Force.
I think I remember a while.
I hated Wild Force as a kid.
Oh.
Remember that scene where it's a flashback and the guy goes and kills the parents of the Red Ranger? that traumatized me as a little kid.
Oh fuck, that's right, Chelsea. Damn it. Tommy's with Trini now. Oh fuck.
She passed as well. It was didn't she die right around like 9/11?
Oh fuck.
So it was like 2001-ish. Yeah.
I don't really want to go into it, but I know her death was not a good one.
Car accident.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then
you wanna know something? Around this time, Jason's brother Eric actually died.
Fuck.
He actually played Tommy's brother in Zeo, I believe.
That's right.
And like, oh man, just he actually couldn't. Jason actually didn't go to Trini's funeral just because it happened right around his brother's death happened right around the same time.
Fuck.
That is not a good.
Yeah.
Not a good year.
No.
What's some of our favorite stuff from Power Rangers featuring Tommy?
I think he was at his best with Dino Thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at that point, he had years of experience under his belt.
Isn't that also they kind of built upon previous stories with Tommy?
Yeah, it was really a sequel to the Mighty Morphin era a bit to some extent.
Yeah, it was anniversary season, so it was
really what year?
I believe 15th anniversary.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty nice when the anniversary is also the dino themed year.
Yeah, I think
that lined up real well.
Yeah.
I believe it was planned to be like that.
Yeah.
Also, Forever Red.
Oh, Forever Red.
Who?
Forever Red
was a
the
fun
10th.
one.
Yeah, the 10th anniversary.
Yeah.
The first 10 Red Rangers came together.
Oh, that was amazing. I remember when I first saw that. I couldn't watch that, obviously when it, like aired, but like I watched that I think like YouTube that episode. I was like, oh, this is amazing.
I remember watching I was saying I remember watching Forever Red and be like, hey, I saw the villains. I'm like, hey, what the big bad Beetleborgs is doing here?
That's what I thought as well. You know what we need to do sometime, maybe next year. We have a Power Rangers special where each of us reviews a season of Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I call SPD.
You call
I call
SPD?
Time Force.
All right, then I'll do. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna challenge myself to watch one of the newer versions of newer Power Ranger shows.
Oh no, dude.
I call him Mystic Force.
You call him Mystic Force?
Not gonna lie, Chingus, I thought you were gonna say Dino Thunder.
I was, but I decided, you know what? I'm gonna challenge myself. I'm gonna actually try to sit through one of the newer seasons.
For me, it's like, okay, put a gun to my head. For me, it's like Time Force and Dino Thunder is like that scene from Family Guy where Peter's at a market just trying to choose from. They're so good.
I don't blame you.
So it's either the newer seasons, but I also remember earlier this year, I stopped watching it just because, like most shows, no reason, just ended up stop watching it. Gotta continue.
I'm too lazy to catch up with television.
I was in the middle of starting to watch Lightspeed Rescue.
Lightspeed Rescue was a fun one.
Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue.
The Carter Grayson from the Red Ranger and Lightspeed Rescue, an absolute Chad, by the way.
Yeah.
The dude comes in without like a Zord, about to face a giant monster alone, just runs out like guns blazing. He knows what he's doing is fucking dangerous. He's gonna fucking make a stand.
You know what?
Carter Grayson, shut up and draw, bitch.
You know what? Fuck it. That's what I'll do instead of newer season. I'll cover Lightspeed Rescue because I was watching it. I'm gonna continue it now.
Carter Grayson is like the Power Rangers equivalent of the Indiana Jones scene where one guy's doing the sword and Indiana Jones
just pulls out the gun. Yeah, I was watching Lightspeed Rescue. That was actually.
He even does it in Forever Red.
Oh, he does.
Great.
That's great.
I think as a group we should review Forever Red.
Oh. Nice.
Matchstick, like you said for the Power Rangers special, you took the one season that I actually want to watch.
Okay. How about this? I'll do Dino Thunder. You can do Time Force.
No, I was SPD.
I took SPD.
Oh, it's you and Zio, Nick.
Oh,
I found this video. It's called Carter Grayson, Professional Badass.
You get the one with the wolf guy. The wolf guy with a cool sword and...
What are you, a furry?
The what?
Samurai's interesting because Power Ranger Samurai is actually the closest a Power Ranger show has ever been to its Sentai counterpart.
Incorrect.
Really?
Time Force.
I remember like Samurai.
Time Force is like fucking ripped scene for scene for the
You know what?
It
really?
is.
I feel like I remember to say like the major like pretty much like plot beat per plot beat.
That's
Samurai.
the same
It's
thing. That's the same thing with Time Force.
I guess then Time Force and Samurai are closest to their Sentai counterparts.
You know what's kind of funny about Samurai? Like, okay, well, the first funny thing is like the main man will be like, "Give me my medicine," and yet he drinks the medicine out of like a sake dish.
I found something really cool. Okay, we obviously our avatars will be edited. Well, I mean, it'd be our heads on Power Ranger bodies, but it's from a Ranger from the season we're covering.
Ooh.
But we all have different colors.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking.
Ooh.
Dibs on Blue Ranger.
I got red.
I call.
No.
We should probably see what's gonna be the seasons we cover before we.
Yeah.
Okay, but
something tells me I'll end up. Something tells me I have to cover 60 episodes and cover the
Ninjato
original.
calls pink.
I call red.
I call blue.
I'll be Jason.
I'll be green.
You'll be green. Nice.
Okay, whatever. Okay.
Ninjato, if you review Wild Force, technically, there instead of a pink, there's a white.
Yeah, there's white.
Yeah. Ninjato, you can have the white power.
White power!
What is Wild Force? Let me check. What is Power Rangers Wild Force? Is that the Kung Fu one?
No, that's Wild Fury.
No, that's the
I
one.
can narrow things down.
Wild Force, the one with Zen Aku.
Actually, if you review Jungle Fury, there's not even like white with pink highlights. It's just one yellow Ranger.
Oh no, I do not. Well, no.
Oh yeah, the martial arts, the Kung Fu one is Jungle Fury.
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
Jungle Fury's awesome.
I heard a lot of good things about Jungle Fury.
Okay, so the stuff that I kind of want, I want to watch SPD because for me, so I did my exposure to Power Rangers is in Kara's history of Power Rangers, and watching that, like, SB Dean was like, "Oh, that is the cool one."
Yeah.
Because, come on, I look at the image I put of like the leader, like the dog-headed police commissioner.
SB has really fucking cool suits.
Look, that like just show me that. Oh yes, the 100 is because he needed to, in order to save the Rangers from a situation. He has to take out 100 enemies in a time limit.
He's going full on fucking guts.
Yeah, that is. For me, that is like a sick costume, a sword, a flippin' 100 on it.
I still trying to figure out how you fit his head in that helmet, though.
Magic.
It's a morphing. It morphs his head.
Yeah, morphing grid.
Yeah. I know. I just
morphing grid beams, okay?
Here's the go. Ninjato, check out Jungle Fury. It's actually really fucking cool.
That was like the other one because of like even though it used an animal, it was a kung fu one.
It reminded me. I'm sorry.
At one point, when getting like their jungle master forms, there's just jet thrusters on their sides.
Oh yeah, that's right. They got like jet thrusters. Also,
yeah.
Also
and it's only 32 episodes. I can actually.
Yeah, I called dip. All right, so I'll do time. Fuck, they improved Kruger so much.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
That looks so Japanese.
I like Japanese Kruger though. I like.
I heard that.
Yeah, but
I heard
look at regular Kruger.
I like Japanese
regular Kruger.
I like Kruger too, but Japanese Kruger looks like it would fit more in an actual like anime.
Yeah, that's an anime.
I think that's
like a cartoon.
I think that's the point though, because Japan.
Does the animatronics even work? He looks like a Muppet, okay?
I don't think the mouth. I think the mouth don't even move.
No, his mouth moves.
It does?
Yeah, remember?
Well, no, in the Sentai.
Yeah, it moves.
Yeah, it moves. Oh,
yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, I heard that even the Japanese like American Kruger better.
Really? Even the Japanese say that? I didn't.
Yeah, just look at Kruger. Look at the American Kruger.
I don't know. I like.
And then look at the Japanese Kruger.
I like Japanese Kruger though.
Yeah, but it looks like it'd work better in an anime.
You know, he look kind of like a Pokemon.
It kind of does.
I don't know. I stand by Japanese Kruger.
I love Operation Overdrive the
But I sure do love that.
Don't do Operation Overdrive. It's kind of mediocre.
Yeah, there's some good plot lines, but overall.
Rainbow Kencher?
No. Oh, RPM was the one. That was the other one I was interested in because post-apocalypse, the post-apocalypse one.
It's cool, but it's like so. It's a very interesting season.
Yeah, that's like it has an interesting plot.
What one in RPM? Was it the Black Ranger's the main character?
Wait.
The main focus is the Black Ranger.
Yeah.
Black Power, baby. I love one thing in RPM I love is that they have the balls to give the Black Ranger to a black guy again.
Yeah, but it's kind of funny about that. It's pretty much Disney. Like, look, it's not making us any money. You can do it.
The Black Ranger in RPM was not black. He was a white dude.
The Black Ranger was a white dude. The Black Ranger was by a white dude. The Red Ranger was the black guy. I think.
Yeah, the Red Ranger was the black dude.
But yeah.
And that guy reminds me of someone.
Yeah. You see, black guy was the Red Ranger in RPM.
I I just like it. I like it at the scene where they all question some of the Power Rangers eccentricity. Like, why do our Megazords have like big anime eyes?
Go Oners. Well, I mean, they try to explain. Really, the long story short is it's because the Sentai Go Oners. Like
I know. I just like they kind of did that little the lampshade hang.
Weren't like the vehicles in Go Oners sentient as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that explains why they have eyes, because they were technically supposed to be sentient beings.
No, I think you misunderstood what I'm saying. I think in universe they were questioning it.
Well, yeah.
Izzy was like, why every time we do a pose there's like a big explosion behind us?
Like, wasn't there? I'm pretty sure it was like an episode where, that was the joke. They just did a whole bit where they were just poking fun at the conventions of Power Rangers.
Because it's cool. Why are there explosions? Because it's cool. I kind of want like Power Rangers just to do that again. Just have that excuse. Why? Because it's cool.
I do like seeing some of the Power Rangers show up in other places, like Johnny and Bosch in everywhere, or like the Quantum Ranger is Virgil from Devil May Cry.
Oh man,
it's the Quantum Ranger. It's amazing.
Jinky, did you saw the Quantum Ranger trailer for Battle of the Grid, that Power Ranger fighting game?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna post it, but you gotta watch it. It's pretty much just Virgil.
Oh.
It's like,
all right. I kind of.
Oh, sorry.
I kind of want to move move the show forward. I kind of need to go to bed soon.
Let's choose the let's finalize the shows that we're gonna watch first.
SPD.
Right.
Lightspeed
Time
Rescue.
Force.
Mystic Force.
Jungle Fury then.
SGD.
Samurai.
Here, I'll even write it down.
You know what? Who cares if we don't? Sorry. Nah.
I guess Zio.
Zio?
Zio. Da 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 da.
Zio.
Before. Zio. I forget the rest of it.
Go Zio!
Okay, here we go. All right. Since we're doing it, let's next year. How about January 28th?
January 28th?
2023.
January 28th. Okay. Let's be rescued in shadows. Jungle Fury.
The good part about this is that we have enough good seasons to do a second one of this.
Yeah.
Of a Power Ranger special.
Yeah.
I'd gladly do another one.
Samurai. Not is Zio. What show were you gonna do, Comet?
Mystic Force.
Mystic Force?
Oh, Mystic Force is a good one.
Yeah. I really like Liam Bo. Actually, that's be Liam Bo. Wolfzard or whoever will be my avatar.
All right.
If you have to pick Rangers, I'll have to pick a Gold Ranger.
You picked a Gold Ranger. Nice. All right. Stretch it real quick. All right. Okay. So I guess with that said, then, just before we move on, just any last words still about Jason David Frank though in general?
God rest his soul. He was a good man.
Yeah, he'll be missed.
Yeah.
Yes, Chelsea, I have seen some Power Rangers. I've seen a good chunk of Samurai and Super Samurai and a bit of Megaforce.
Oh, I pray to God if you're ever gonna watch Super Mega Force, says GT.
I hated Super Mega Force.
Don't.
I don't think I watched that far.
Don't watch Super
Don't.
Mega Force.
We could also do a Sentai episode.
Yeah.
Oh, we can.
The only thing I remember from Megaforce is Robo Knight.
Yeah, Super Mega Force, especially the people who saw Gokai, made a lot of people mad, especially those who saw Gokaiger. Gokai.
Gokaiger is just leagues better.
Yeah.
All right, let's.
Sorry.
If we continue to talk about Power Rangers, we're not gonna stop.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's just get to
Well, real quick, Sentai Chelsea. I'll even spell it out for you.
I got it.
It's like hentai, but with an S instead of a heh sound, Chelsea.
Super Sentai.
Sentai. Go Rescue 5.
But yeah. Oh, no, go ahead, Nick.
To close out, I'm gonna say once a ranger, always a ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah, amen to that.
Once a ranger, always a ranger. God rest his soul.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So with that said then, we can move on now. Get ready for total whiplash. What the hell is this comment?
First off, comment. Try to summarize it as.
Scary movie. A parody in the style of scary movie with like if you film it in your backyard.
I'm really disappointed in you, Black Comet, because you chose Thankskilling when you could have obviously chose Blood Rage.
Blood Rage.
Look. How I found Thankskilling was I've got the YouTube channel, but it was this YouTube channel that examined like horror movie monsters.
Okay.
And, like he did an episode on the Thing and broke it down and tell you how the Thing worked using science.
Using science. All right.
Then did some special for Thanksgiving. I'm like, a killer turkey. Neat.
All right.
Essentially, it's a parody. It's a movie that's like a scary movie style parody, like horror movie tropes.
Okay.
With a shoestring budget, and they advertise it that way.
Oh.
Essentially, it's like so they purposely made it so bad it's good.
All right.
Like, so pretty much this movie is like. You got the standard like Thanksgiving break. These college students go on Thanksgiving break. You have the redneck, the nerd, the jock, the ditzy, and the good girl. This movie's low quality. Like it's like watching scary. Like I say, it's like watching a scary. It reminds me a lot of Scary Movie. Like how this essentially the story is like in 1621.
All right.
I mean, like during the 1500s, when the white man came and took all the Native American land, and a shaman wanted to get revenge. So he did some necromancy and brought back and used a turkey corpse.
Oh.
Why a turkey corpse?
I don't know. And it's like placed a curse on all white men. All the white men. And this turkey will come back every 500 years and start killing all the white people.
Turkey.
Yes, a turkey. It gets dumber from there.
All right.
And the thing, like, say all these like one-liners, like dang it, the kept. Like, he killed the redneck by disguising himself as a regular cooked turkey, and the redneck ate it. And he then burst out his gun. And burst out his gun. I'm trying like burst out his gut, but it's like horrible and it's like horrible, not even CGI. It is like focus on a cartoon turkey on the ground.
Huh. Alright.
And like the acting is like purposely bad. But it's like in a funny way.
Okay.
Honestly, also reminded kind of bit of like a couple of asylum. The bootleg films.
I know who the Asylum guys are.
Yes. I just I just really like this film because it just it doesn't try to be more than it is. It's just a shoestring budget parody movie, and it rolls with it.
Oh.
It just, of course, everyone dies.
Everyone dies.
At the end, well, except for one person. Because like, my favorite thing in the movie is like, okay, they would do like this like hermit. It's like, the turkey killed his dog, and he does out for revenge against the turkey. At the end, when the turkey tried to die, he shot it with a shotgun, and it flew all the way into a trash can. He's like, I got you, you turkey son of a bitch.
You turkey son of a bitch. Alright.
And then, y'all thought it was dead. But it turns out it landed in a trash can full of radioactive waste.
Oh.
How, like, which brings a lot more questions. Because it comes back. Like, also, there's not much to say. It's just so bad it's good. Because, like, that's the last thing I ever expected out of a horror movie. Like, a parody horror movie that's like a killer turkey. And apparently it got two sequels crowdfunded.
Okay.
It's like, to me, it's like one of those movies that's best watched, like, it's in a group. And you can just laugh at it.
I see. Don't watch it alone.
Well, you can watch it alone, but I think you get more. You just watch it group, but.
Alright.
Yeah. Like I said. Well, yeah, that's the gist of it. You know, it followed the standard horror movie plot. Tropes. And, you know, parody it.
Alright.
Also, you read the poster, yes. And also signed up, and on the poster it says, see, dang it, see, like, warning, boobs in the first second, yes.
Dang, that's a lot of boobs.
But, like, and, like, for no reason, it just, like, anything. Like, like I said, it's a movie that it does what it advertised, the ultimate low budget experience.
Okay then.
Gobble gobble, motherfucker.
Gobble.
Oh yes, that's the line he said when he popped out of the stomach.
Alright.
Yeah, but yeah, it's fun. It's funny. Just watch it. I watch the sequels though. I don't know. Yeah, well, that's my topic.
Alright then. Well, I'm clearly not paying to watch that movie.
What's that?
Okay then. Alright.
Who said I paid?
Ah. Okay. Chelsea says you watched this movie with Ray. Lots of boom. Ah, nice. Good for you, Chelsea. I do mean that. Good for you. Because I've never watched this movie, to be honest. At least not alone.
Yes, I also. I find that turkey to look like one of those like those rubber hand puppets you buy from the toy store. Like you don't see the entire turkey body.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's. Hey Ray, how's it going?
So next, on to you, Ninjato.
All right. So next up.
Let me just sample my drink.
Oh.
Yes. Oh.
All right.
Let me get my. Let me get.
Well, here, hold on. Okay, while you're drinking it real quick, let me just start off by saying, man, if I had a nickel for every time we had Sonic Frontiers as like a main topic for 2 Cents Live, I'd have 2 nickels. Which is not a lot, but it's interesting that it happened twice.
Baby Ray's in the chat.
Yes, I know. Hey, Baby Ray.
Ray, you know what to do.
No. Remember what we established in the Discord server? He's our Baby Ray.
Not mine.
Oh. Well,
No.
There you go.
No, I'm not gay.
No.
It's not a gay thing. It's a.
Sure.
The only baby Ray I need is the barbecue sauce.
I see. All right, Ajaro. So. Oh, that's a lot of crimpling.
Was just shaking up ice.
Ah.
With my gamer subs.
Your gamer substance. All right. So, was it
Mountain Dew?
No, gamer subs.
So it was not last week. I believe it was the week before last week.
It was the week. It was 2 weeks ago.
It was 2 weeks ago
on the Kevin Conroy stream.
Yeah, so it was the week before last week where I talked about at least my first impressions of Sonic Frontiers, and I said, so far, it's a pretty fun game. And now, both of us have beaten it actually.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
And
what was your experience overall?
It's one of the best gaming experience I had in a while.
Ooh, coming out strong.
Yeah. So a lot of people, a lot of people were wowed by the experience I had with Sonic Frontiers. Is the same as people when they were first playing Breath of the Wild or Super Mario Odyssey. I have played Breath of the Wild, and I didn't have that same level of experience and love for the game. I did really enjoy it, and it's a great game.
All right.
But, as Zunic would say, where to start? Okay, so let's just do the summarizing of the plot. So, simple plot. It's super simple. Sonic, Tails, and Amy investigate an island because the Chaos Emeralds are gathering into it. A group of islands called the Starfall Islands. And then they crash into it because of some digital shenanigans, and they go into the digital world. And only Sonic can come out of the digital world. The rest became basically Digimon. Without the digital monsters.
You could say Sonic is a alpha pro gamer then.
Well, I mean, if they don't have Digicores, then they aren't Digimon.
They essentially became Data.
They became digital life forms. This is a canonical distinction.
Ninjato, do not test SGD. He is autistic about Digimon.
Also, I'm autistic.
Oh no, the worst combo. A double combo. The internet autist who is an actual autist.
Oh no.
I'm an internet autist because I'm autistic.
All right, but
but anyway, so I loved exploring the islands. There is a problem with popping. That didn't bother me. It was just it's a minor qualm. It's not a big deal.
No.
At all.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. I got the button for that, Nick. No, it's not. It's not a deal breaker. It's a minor. It's a minor qualm, really.
No, it is clear that I have defeated you in intellectual combat. Hand over your channel and your ass.
There we go. Button has been pressed.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Internet people who are just a bunch of graphics whores. It surprisingly runs pretty well. I only had like a couple crashes.
Check out streaming backroom.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Huh. Yeah.
I've asked, did you have any like frame rate drop issues at all?
I had. If it did, I barely noticed them. I had more crashes.
Crashes, interesting. So the game never crashed on me. Okay, no, actually no. I think it crashed on me only one time, but that was it. But when I first got the game, initially, I had a bunch of frame rate drop issues. I think I had to, just the settings of the graphics and stuff. I turned some stuff down and off, and that seemed to, fix the issue.
I had the issue of it crashing when I was trying to fiddle around with a graphics setting.
Really? So you couldn't even change the graphics?
Yeah, it didn't last long. It didn't crash. It took a couple of minutes, and it searched. It was common enough, and people found no solution. Essentially, you have to sync up your NVIDIA card directly to it. You have to make sure it runs on the card.
Huh. Cause I never had that issue.
But are you still having that issue?
No, you helped me work it out. Thank you. But no, I think it was really weird that the game, when I downloaded the game, it wasn't feeding into my GPU.
Huh.
Yeah, that was weird. So
I never had that issue though. So that was weird.
Yeah. And so I really enjoyed the side activities, like the part of the main game, the open zone. I found very few activities that I did not like, and they were all so simple and quick.
Except soccer ball.
I didn't mind that. It was a fun challenge.
I hate that part of unlocking the map where you have to kick the big ball into the circle. I hate that shit. Wait, Ninjato. What was your reaction having to collect those parts for Tails on top of the lava?
Which parts? Oh, that was the one. That was surprisingly.
I hate that.
Hard.
I hate that shit so much. That
is the one part. That was the one level, that one minigame that did not work. There was a couple of the minigames you had to get for emeralds that had problems, like the whole Knuckles with the Chow, where you had to gather them from under the boulders, and if you collect some, the obstacles will go hammering in.
Well, the key to that was the more Cocos you have, the faster things go. So you just gotta carry them one at a time.
Yeah. Or you have to be very lucky. But awesome. Yeah, that was the only one that is like I actually failed multiple times in a row.
I hate the Tails one.
Because I kind of feel like that was a little bit too stringent on how many bolts you need to beat it.
Yeah, that just sucked in general. I told you like the most recent thing I did was I literally went through the whole game again solely so that way I could create 3 save files right before each of the big Titan fights, so I could just come back to each file and just fight the Titans whenever I want, and just having the ordeal dealing with the third Tails' Island. Tails' Island is arguably the weakest of all of them.
Yeah, it is super weak. Mostly because it's mostly 2D.
I didn't really have an issue with that, but that was the thing I noticed. Like a lot of like little, the puzzles.
Sure.
Like just all of a sudden it just puts you in 2D. It's like, oh, well, we're doing 2D now. Okay.
It wouldn't be that bad, but the thing is that it killed the momentum that you have, like going through the islands. I think the 2D parts went against kind of the flow of the game in general. But the story. I was teary-eyed at the end. Ian Fun. The story, basically it shows, it kind of confirms to me that Ian Flynn is actually a fantastic comic book writer, because what a fantastic comic book writer does is that it takes previous materials and incorporates them into the new story, even if the previous material is utter garbage.
Isn't so he's writing for the current IDW comics. Aren't like Nick, you said aren't the current IDW comics for Sonic apparently getting a lot of praise?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has been basically his whole career to be doing Sonic and also writing Sonic stories after crappy Sonic stories that is universally reviled, and then he incorporates them into his own story.
Alright.
Even though most of the scenario it was Sega. Ian Fenn was there to, make sure the dialogue's good and stuff. But what they did to develop Eggman, that was so cool.
I like to make this joke about the ending. You fool! I have 70 alternative daughters!
I can't find it, but I made a meme. I miss my daughter Tails.
I miss her a lot. I'll be back. No, Sonic, please! No, actually, it wouldn't be Sonic. I don't know, for the sake of the joke, Shadow. No, please, Shadow, don't kill me, please! If you kill me, how am I going to email my daughter and tell her I'm okay?
Yeah, I like it how also the little subplot that goes on is Sonic's friends. Basically, hey, I think I need to go on an adventure alone out in a bit. Knuckles is maybe I can actually leave the island for a second without everything going wrong.
Yeah, and then Amy, she's no longer obsessed with Sonic. She's actually improved.
Here's the thing. I also like a little hints, right? It's the beginning parts of a more. Apparently, there was some lines taken out that was a little bit more confirming that Sonic does have a thing for Amy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Or at the very least, it's implied.
Yeah. Like it's not. We're not.
Don't outright say anything.
Yeah, they're not outright saying anything, but it's. Which honestly, I will be fine with that. Of course, unless they introduce a squirrel. No, chipmunk, technically. Once the chipmunk showed up, a certain chipmunk.
Bait.
Then everyone has to go. Oh crap! Now we have to fight over this.
Bait.
Maybe we'll save the chipmunk until after the wedding.
Yeah, it's like, I will say though, John, have you seen the, have you seen footage of the Momentum mod for Sonic Frontiers?
No.
Oh, let me see if I can find a video of it, and I'll just link it to you. But like, it is interesting at watching that video how there's a huge. So like the way I found it playing this game after a while is, my conclusion was the boost gimmick. Well, yeah, it's a gimmick, but the boost function is pretty much a substitute for momentum. That was my conclusion.
Yeah.
Which I said it wasn't. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just it's interesting seeing how that's seems to, you know, they replace momentum with boost. But
well, because so like the boost era, the controls revolved around Sonic, who controlled when he was not in 2D, controlled more like a car. You had actual drift functions. You'll notice if when you get to Generations or Color specifically, they started to incorporate that where you can drift. Like I kind of prefer that. I prefer a boost button rather than momentum, because I think momentum.
Well,
you get a more me going through Sonic 1, which is.
The mod that people have put in, it doesn't replace boost with momentum. It just adds momentum alongside boost, and the stuff you can accomplish with both in a single game is, you could do some interesting things, like like Nick knows what I'm talking. We watched a video about like I think like maybe last night or the night before, like one of the things is like you could you could be on the rail, you could be boosting on the rail, you know, to gather speed, but with the added momentum alongside boosting, you could end up just flying off the rail all the way to like another part of the island. So like boost,
cool.
So like
I'm
boost
looking
added
at the
with
footage right now.
Yeah, it's like boost added with momentum is interesting. Which,
yeah.
But I will say though, watching that like the footage of that mod, I will say though some parts of the game would have to change, in my opinion.
Yeah.
To accommodate both a boost and a momentum, because you could be fighting an enemy, all of a sudden you end up with, you know, because of the momentum, you end up flying way past it. Oh shit! I flew past the enemy. Oh no, where is he?
Yeah, I do love Sonic's controls a bit more, and like I did enjoy the cyber stages. I know a lot of people didn't like them as much, mainly about how Sonic controlled in them, and a lot of it is straight out of previous Sonic games, which I didn't mind that. I didn't notice what stages. Then again, I am not the type of player who goes to previous Sonic game and just keeps.
Well, it's
playing
funny
them
because,
over and over.
Well, it's funny because, Nick can attest to this, because, so Nick here, you know, for reference to anyone, Nick here is pretty much our resident, you know, Sonic fanboy here. He knows his Sonic shit. So it's actually interesting what a different reaction he had when we were streaming this game. When he saw the cyber stage levels, he was actually really happy seeing, like, recognizing a lot of the levels from other games. Like And they'd be like, "Oh, Changus, this is just from Sonic Adventure 2. That's so cool."
I think I caught the City Escape reference. So the final one. Like I think the final cyberspace stage is City Escape. Am I correct, Xenic?
I honestly am not too sure what the last one was again.
I know there was one stage though that was like the latter half of City Escape.
I do know that if it's from Sonic Adventure 2, there's most likely a mirror for Frontiers.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely I did find most of them though to be very easy to S rank and to get all the red tokens.
Really?
Yeah, compared to other Sonic games.
You and I had a different experience then.
Well, I had more experience with the boost formula Sonic games, and there are a lot more during the what is dubbed now the meta era.
Okay.
They were a lot more challenging. There were a lot more like the last couple of cyberspace where how they would place their red stars. Like for most of the game, if you just stuck to if you just stuck to like the most optimal path to get to the goal, you'll get all of the red stars. With a few exceptions, but then like by the end of the game, it's like, no, the optimal path will actually just make you finish the level quickly, but it won't allow you to get the stars.
I wasn't really focused on the red stars. I just wanted to get the S rank, and then once I did that, then I went back to do the other goals.
Zinnik, would you agree with me on that?
With what?
The red stars. Finding all the red stars was kind of easy. With cyberspace and the Frontiers a little bit.
You have to ask Changus. Mostly because I don't have the game itself yet.
Okay.
I don't. I would say I play vicariously through Changus.
I would say, for the most part, I would agree with you. For the most part, some stuff, I think, I just yeah, there are definitely stages though where like if you getting all the red stars, yeah, that's not gonna also get your S rank. You gotta go back and play it again, because sometimes the red stars will not be on the quickest path.
Yeah, that's it for really the gameplay stuff that I kind of course we have to talk about how the basic formula. So the basic formula is that you do these cyberspace to collect keys so you can get chaos emeralds, and then you find memory tokens, which, by the way, the last island, Ray Island, was very grind heavy. Thank you, big fishing mini game, so I can grind out all the memory tokens for the last island. That was a significant jump into getting all ridiculous amount of tokens.
The last island, I ended up just upgrading everything through the fishing.
Same here. I didn't get max on the attack and defense stuff, but
I maxed out everything. Oh god, don't. The process to upgrade though with the Cocos.
I hate that.
Oh, that is so aggravatingly slow.
Yeah, it is. What were they thinking? I honestly think this is what I think. The developers thought that you were gonna just do it in bursts because they put them in various points of islands where you can get to other points very quickly. So it's like you find a bunch of Cocos, you get the notification, and then you go deposit the Cocos and get your upgrades.
So you think they had the game in mind where you were supposed to upgrade like in small batches?
Yes.
Oh gosh.
not when it happens, but you just drained everything out. Like,
because the upgrade with the seeds though, that was better. Because it just oh, you got this many seeds. Here we go. We've maxed out all your stats, based on how many seeds you got. But with the cocos though, you have to do it for like individually, leveling up individually one level, and it just kills all momentum with the game.
Yeah, it's especially if you just get a whole bunch of them, like I did in the last island.
That's what I did too. I just got like I'm not gonna lie. That's why I grinded a lot off stream, because I didn't want to kill the stream's momentum with just upgrading through the cocoa. So I just did it all off screen. Just alright. Okay, I gotta stream in like an hour. That's plenty of time to go fishing, get some cocos, and then just painstakingly upgrade.
I was so glad when I maxed that out. I don't want to deal with you anymore.
Oh.
Everything was like so many menus as pressing button, and it's not like you could just press A all the time, so you could like turbo it up.
No, you have to wait for it to like load. It's like, oh.
And then move it downwards.
Yeah, and it's just this is so aggravatingly slow. I hope they change it to where if they ever do a system like that in like any future Sonic games, like. If they do an upgrade like that, just do it the way they did with like the seeds, but also with whatever other collectible you got. Like you want to max out your speed, how many cocos you got? You got this much? Okay, well, upgrade to the level, the highest level based on how many of that thing you got.
Yeah, I would like to know the numbers, like how many do you need per level, and
yeah, it was. Ugh, I don't want to ever do that again.
That is like that is the worst part of the game, honestly. And then the bosses.
Like I said, I have 3 save files right before each of the Titan fights. I will say though. It's interesting because so you remember how you were having a hard time with the knight?
Yeah.
And I said I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I had a blast as playing through that. I don't know why. I guess you call it karma. I guess you could call it God Almighty saying, "What the hell were you saying, boy?" Because replaying the knight fight now, all of a sudden now it's like, okay, what the hell was that? That's bullshit.
Yeah, like Tales of Island in general. The best part was the pinball game.
I still enjoyed the knight fight
and Tales of Story, but
yeah. I still enjoyed the fight with the Night Titan. In my opinion, I would say it's kind of worse at the end. Just how you finish that boss off. It's just like all of a sudden, like now replaying the night fight. Going back to it, it's like, okay, why are we having problems now? This is a little,
Yeah, the knife fight was the problem with that fight specifically. Like most the other fights were very intuitive. But not the night because the night fight was a lot more vague in how to progress.
Well, I mean.
And then there's a bunch of obstacles that actually hit you around like a pinball. And because you can't take damage to lose rings, it's more to just stall you, which is worse feeling.
Yeah, like, I mean, like, I felt like the vagueness, to me, vagueness wasn't really an issue because, like, I was able to, like, eventually, figure things out. Like, it just took, like, a couple, like, you could, like, a try or two for, like, each, like, new obstacles through, like, okay, how do I get past this? And, like, okay, how do I get up to the head? Oh, the arms are rails. Okay, now I know what to do. Like, oh, you're riding the shield. What do I do with it? And then it's like, oh, you just aim straight for the head. Okay. And then when he does the second shield gimmick, it's like, okay. And then all of a sudden, like, you get hit by it several times. Like, wait, can I parry this thing? And it's like, oh, you can parry it. Oh, so you're supposed to deflect it onto the knight. Okay. So I don't think vagueness was the issue.
I don't know. I think it was a way less intuitive than the other fights.
I feel like the other fights though were more straightforward though. I think that's the thing. Like the first supersonic fight is pretty straightforward. Just beat the hell out of him, and then just parry some of the attacks if you can, and then after that just go for the head, beat him up. And the second one, is just chase him down, chase the guy down. All right, you're chasing him down. There's some rings to collect to keep up your meter of rings, and then he's gonna attack, block. All right, now wail. But then with the knight fight, there was a lot more. It was less straightforward. It was a lot more involved. Okay, you gotta grind on the arm to go up to the head. Oh, you don't even go up to automatic head. You gotta climb him to the head. Okay. Oh, he's gonna do his shield thing now. Oh, there's all these missiles bouncing me around. Okay, so I gotta work with that while also going straight for the head. And then he's bouncing his shield around on the walls. What do I do there? Oh, you gotta parry it. Oh, he's gonna hit you with his sword now. You gotta do the quick time event. So it's just the knight was more. It had a lot more to the process. The other two fights though were pretty straightforward. Even the last fight, even the last Titan fight, was pretty straightforward. The last Titan fight I felt was just honestly it was just the first Titan, but with extra steps. Like, okay, he's got like this floating thing surrounding him. I guess you gotta beat those up, and then once that's out of the way, then you go straight for the head.
Yeah.
What did you think about the final boss, the bullet hell?
The true one?
Yeah, the bullet hell section.
That was very difficult, but I did enjoy it. I'm still kind of upset that there was points where he doesn't take any damage.
Yeah.
But it was worth it. It was worth it to have Sonic fights a moon, and then punches through the moon, and then Sage just does it again.
I'm punching through the moon.
I'm punching through the moon! How do you like that, Obama? I punched the moon, you freaking idiot! That's a fandom reference, not a political joke. Don't get the wrong idea, it's a fandom joke. You have 23 hours before the piss droplets hit the fucking earth. Now get the fuck out of my sight before I piss on you too.
I just add fighting a moon to Sonic's feat now.
I mean, he's fought essentially eldritch abominations.
Yeah.
Like I will say though, like I don't mind the bullet hell section, but it's but it's interesting how I do like the build up to the final boss, like the true boss, where like you're like, what are we dealing with? Like, what could wipe out this entire civilization? And like little hints here and there through like cutscenes and stuff, and like dialogue pieces. Like I remember one time. I remember me and Nick, we got like pretty hyped on stream because like all of a sudden, I think it was like Tails who brought up Dark Gaia, and we're like, what is more powerful than Dark Gaia? That thing was literally the size of a planet. What the hell? What are we dealing with?
A moon.
So it was interesting how like I do like the build up. It's fascinating how the final boss just ended up being just a moon. I don't mind the bullet hells, part dealing with it, but it's just.
All it need.
I'm not saying it was. I wouldn't say it's a letdown. It's just compared to the other fights, it's like I felt like you could have done a little more. But at the end of the day, it was just It was just an extra phase though, because apparently if you do just a normal mode difficulty level, the whole thing with the moon is just you only do the quick time events. And that's it. But if you do the hard mode, then you get the extra bonus of you got bullet hell as well.
You know what they could have done with the moon? Just look at SGB chat box to make it more pretentious. Just make an outline. I'm supersonic. Just go. All right.
Yeah, but I like the anti-spiral from Gurren Lagann though. I like the anti-spiral from Gurren Lagann though. So, but at the end of the day, like it was just a extra phase for if you, just a little extra treat if you do the hardest difficulty.
And you beat up Ava Unit 1, fully powered.
The Turn theme slaps like Bright Noah slaps his son.
Tan A.
Yeah, also, Sonic Frontiers is surprisingly a mecha.
Oh, actually, Chelsea, I forgot to point out earlier in the chat, Chelsea pointed out the music as well for this game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh.
Dear Father still has that emotion now.
But the boss fight music still for the Titans. Oh my goodness. They got metal screams going on in there as well, like
it's great.
Whoa!
Oh, it's fucking great.
All of a sudden, Sonic turned into Metal Gear Rising.
Yeah, that's what like saying, like, oh my god, this is just Metal Gear Rising now. Sonic has to, do the quick time fight where he's just punching a Titan, but it's just standing there, just standing here. I realize. But some of the Titan fights songs, they're cool.
The Titans are cool looking. Too.
Oh yeah, they are. You have to fight Ava Unit 1. You have to fight Snake Boy. You have to fight Chainsaw Man Centaur, and then you gotta fight Ava 1 again, and then you gotta fight the Moon.
I love Gundam, but fuck it. But fuck the episode naming conventions.
Why?
The episode literally is called "The Destruction of Noches."
Oh, I wonder what happens.
Just spoils it right there. Just hey.
Wonder what happens in this episode.
Like, wasn't it like I remember, so wasn't the previews for the original, like at the end of the episode for each of the original Gundam, series, like, oh man, almost in a tight spot, what's gonna happen? And next episode, Amuro kills this guy. It's like, oh, never mind, we know what's gonna happen.
Char's coming back. Next episode,
Char comes back.
Next episode.
Sorry to interrupt.
Next episode.
It's fine. It's fine.
Next episode, Char's counterattack.
Char. The counter of Char attacks.
The counter of Char attacks. Alright. Is there anything else you want to say though about Sonic Frontiers?
Not at this point. There's I think it's my experience, even with the ups and downs of it, it's just such impactful. I love Sage. We need to talk about actually Sage for a sec. Sage is awesome. I am looking forward to her showing up, and I'm looking forward to fighting her, because I'm definitely know that she's gonna come back. She's gonna be back, and she's gonna fight Sonic.
You fool!
Because she loves her dad.
You fool! I have 70 alternative daughters! he backed up her daughter on a hard drive.
Yeah. I don't know if she does fight songs. She's gonna have a kicking theme song.
It'd be great if she has a new song next game, and like the songs in this game, it's like just like metal screams going on. Ah!
The darkest of days. Wait, wrong guy. Because
but Infinite Steam slaps too. It's just his game sucks.
No, I was making a joke because when they noticed that Infinite has the red lines, Sage had the red lines and stuff. Red, then going to people, made the joke that.
I turned Infinite into my daughter.
Yeah, and Infinite be like, "Who are you? I'm you, but cuter."
But cuter. Yeah, but yeah, Sage is interesting. I like her dynamic with Eggman. Just like if you listen to some of the Eggmos, you just hear Eggman just slowly becoming like she's not my daughter. She's a program to. She might as well be my daughter.
Yeah, including the whole moment where she goes, "Dad, could you please team up with Sonic, Daddy?"
But I don't want to. Please.
Okay. Now.
Oh, fine. I hereby induct you to the Eggman Empire to stop this. This is not an alliance, Sonic.
I listened to those Eggman tapes. I like them. I really like how he mentioned Maria.
Yeah, he compared Sage to Maria. It's also interesting how it also gives insight of what Eggman thought of her, which is just pretty much why is everyone paying attention to her? She's dead. Why doesn't anyone pay attention to me? It's like,
well, I think it's the insight is that he didn't understand the love of a family member because he idolized his grandfather to be like a fantastic scientist, but not so much of his love and care for humanity before he went crazy. And
awesome.
So that's why he but then creating Sage, when Sage started to develop personality and he began to rely on her to live in cyberspace, he grew that attachment.
Also, it shows that even then he had a bit of a ego.
Well, he was always kind of egotistical.
Yeah, I know. It just like the taste kind of drove it home further.
Sage is my daughter now. I don't care what anyone says. Oh, this is why everyone liked Maria. Yeah, it's just I will say this is I think this is the last thing I'll say closing up Sonic Frontiers, and you could say your piece, and just dude, I just want to say this: there is a shadow mod out there where you could play a shadow in this game, and yeah, man, they went above and beyond. They could have just did a simple reskin of Sonic but with shadow. No, they went above and like they changed like the color of like the energy to that like yellowish orange he's got, and also he doesn't run, he skates. He does this little like skating thing instead of running, which is like they did, and like also like but it's like just that like there's like attention to detail with this mod where like whenever he skates, like he leaves trails on the grounds on like whatever foot's like closest to it. So it's like, holy shit, Sonic fans are really devoted. to this game. Don't go as far as making those type of mods. Oh no, Ninjato. Oh, he's back.
All right. Just making sure my mic. For some reason, my mic disconnects occasionally.
Ah, all right. But I was just saying, like, there's a shadow mod out there, and they did so much attention to detail to that thing. So it's like you didn't have to go that far. You could have just did a reskin, but like no. That's all I gotta say though. There is a shadow mod out there, along with that momentum mod.
Yeah.
My last thing is go play the game.
This shadow mod change. It doesn't sound complete.
What do you mean?
It needs guns.
No.
No.
I was joking.
Yeah. So speaking of like bad ideas, how about when the Norse gods decided to attack Kratos?
Oh, dang! Segwaying already. Let's go. All right.
No, Ninja. Can you say you're a calm and reasonable person?
A lot more than Kratos.
When the
Norse gods in general.
When the moment comes for calm and reason, I'd say yeah.
When the moment calls for calm and reason. All right. Not. Are you with us?
Can you get closer to the mic?
I am.
All right, there we go. All right. So not. If I'm not. Okay. Let me start over. So not. So this is actually the second time you're talking about this game. You talked about this like way back. I don't know if it was last year or earlier this year, but it was it was a way back 2 Cents live stream, and you talked about this. So what made you decide to come back and revisit this game?
Well, I beat it again for the sixth time.
Sixth time. Wow.
In preparation to play Raggle Rock.
Raggle Rock.
And I want to talk about God of War 2018 again. Every time I play it, I love it even more.
Oh.
I think it's rare for a game large. I think it's rare I see in a game then and now where everything is made in such a way where it clicks together just right to make the whole thing work together like clockwork.
Okay.
That's in my opinion that is just God of War 2018. I'd say my only flaw for the game being the fact that it's it's I have to refer to it as God of War 2018 because it doesn't have a number, doesn't have a subtitle. It's just the same name as the very first game back in 2005.
Yeah, I hate that trend going on, where they just names a sequel just whatever the first one was called.
It's fucking confusing.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of feels justified for this game because this game feels like a proper reset. In the way of well, you know, the other games are canonical. You know, God of War 3 is obviously canonical because the blood of your father literally bleeds into this game. And so, quick synopsis. After ravaging all of Olympus and leaving all of Greece in ruins, presumably a ton of time has passed, whereupon a Spartan warrior and former god of war Kratos finds himself in pre-Viking Scandinavia with a son, with another child, but unfortunately a dead wife too.
Some things never change.
It's never change. The more things change, the more they stay the same. And so the game starts off during her very funeral, chopping. We're chopping down the trees that she marked herself to be burned on a pyre. And to be scattered, her ashes to be scattered in the highest point in all the realms. Which sounds simple, but these things never are simple, is it?
Especially when you have a very skinny Baldur wanting a fight all the time.
Baldur is very, very skinny and sounds like he's drunk all the time.
He looks like he. Baldur looks like he's out of a modern. The only issue with Baldur I have is that he kind of looks like he's out of a Vikings modern TV show.
Yeah, but like I think that was intentional, more so just to like capture the feel of that sort of like Viking aesthetic, because the entire game, while not having Vikings because it is a pre-Viking world, is kind of just setting up a lot of what will happen later. The civilization that will come afterwards. And so like Baldur, yeah, like the pretty modernish looking look, and never bothered me as much. Also, Baldur being very drunk, despite the fact that he has a healing factor that doesn't allow him to be drunk, is very interesting. I think he just acts drunk in order to see how it feels all the time. So Kratos is joined by his boy. Atreus. He is known by a different name, but that's a spoiler.
Look, if you don't know the spoiler by now,
don't say it.
What rock?
Yeah, don't say it, but like just spoiler. Ooh.
Ooh, spoiler. Ooh. But his son, who's been, from all the dialogue we've gathered, hasn't enjoyed a lot of quality time with his dear old dad. And also he has been he's been sick and bedridden for quite some time. So this is his first time, not only out of the house, but also out of just that neck of the woods in general. Kratos needs him for this journey because as he's says, as he proclaims to his wife, "May she be hearing. He can't survive this journey alone, and I can't too." So this game, it is built from the ground up to be a story about, a story about parenthood, and the trials and tribulations of, in this case, Kratos, learning not to have this one die this time. But also, it's something that extends. It's also something that extends. Towards other things as well, including with Freya, one of the major characters of the game. I guess a minor spoiler is in order. She is the mother to Boulder.
It's not really a spoiler.
Okay,
It's in mythology.
I'm gonna mute for a bit because I gotta do something.
All right.
Well, it's a spoiler to those who are not very well known to the mythology. It is only like because a lot of this game specifically takes into the fact that you may not know this. Takes into the fact that Kratos doesn't know a lot of the lore compared to the previous games. So he's learning it for the first time, whether he wants to or not, along with Atreus, who's a lot more knowledgeable than he is, but there's still a lot of gaps in his knowledge because his knowledge came from what his mother told him. A lot of the story is structured around the idea of there is some things they do not know about this world, and along with the audience, you piece it together. Yeah, you piece it together along with them. And God, where do I start? I love this game. Did I say that enough? I love this game. So this game, I think more than anything, shows off the dynamic between a parent and a child. I think better than any other game.
Yeah, I've been replaying it as well. I'm on Alfheim, the Land of the Elves, which is still early on in the game. And you get to see that you can see a relationship where both people are imperfect, but they're trying to connect with each other, and they have a desire to connect with each other, but they have obstacles that they need to overcome, like Atreus's grievance about Kratos being basically absent for a long time, and Kratos' past haunting him.
Yeah, so it is something that's it is a shadow that keeps looming over Kratos. Something he doesn't want to something he doesn't want to share with his son. Largely because he doesn't want his son to know that he is a god. And
I hate the gods.
He
is a god.
Is a god. The person Kratos hates more than any other god is himself. But I think more so what helps than anything is that it's shown very early on that Kratos loves his son. and that works because a lot of what is told, like a lot of what is told, like on the a lot of what is shown on the surface is Kratos is kind of cold. He's kind of distant. He rarely refers to his son by name.
Boy.
Which, by the way, do you know why that happened on?
Why that is?
You want to know what happened?
Go ahead.
Okay, in short, they didn't come up with a name for Atreus at the time of recording. So they end up having him say boy a lot. And they incorporate it into the story.
Boy.
It works immensely because Kratos is just that type of person where he just he will just like call you a single word.
Well, it's interesting that this game served as a reinvention of Kratos.
He just calls me your head all the time. Head.
Yeah. Head.
One.
I think what I find interesting also about that is just kind of how it talks about the nature of change. Is that it's like Kratos. He is a god. He lives. Even though he is very vulnerable to a lot of damage, he still has the ability to live forever, to not be affected by the passing of time. And so that does beg the question: how has he taken from how has he seen life differently after the destruction of Olympus and Greece? Is there some sort of change that's happened? In the beginning, not really.
I mean, because he's not shouting a lot anymore.
Zeus,
your son has returned.
Bring destruction.
Olympus.
I thought you came for that weed.
Nah.
What's so interesting is that how Ragnarok concludes the story, and it further explores Kratos' haunting of the past, of him struggling. Like, essentially what this duology of games is about Kratos' struggle of not wanting to become a destroyer of gods. And it's on his personal quest to not be known as a destroyer of worlds. Something more.
Yeah, because all he wants to do is he wants to raise his son. He wants his son to be the strongest than even he, so that eventually, when the time comes and he does pass on, Atreus, there is something that will be left of him that is essentially much better than he will ever be. And it kind of taps into that idea of parenthood, where the parent always believes always wants their child to have the better life than they perceive to have. and vice versa. It's an endless loop, kind of like the endless loop of gods killing their children, and vice versa.
I also like in the game how it kind of transitions the type of story of a Greek tragedy of like fathers killing sons killing fathers, and a person's flaw causing their own downfall, which was the older God of War games, into more of the Norse style stories where it's all about you killed my family, I'm gonna kill you.
Yes. Just in the very the very bones of the game, because a lot of the previous games have this just bombasticness to them, where it's like they're grand, amazing, sort of the grand locations you're in, and just the music itself is just like this loud chorus.
It's like a Bayonetta. It's like a platinum game.
Yeah, exactly like a platinum game. And then with this game, it's like you still see a lot of grand stuff, but everything feels so subtle and so just
personable.
Yes. Including the music, the wonderful music by Bear McCready,
who did the only good part, one of the few good parts of Rings of Power.
And we could Odin. I want to mention him really quick because he doesn't appear in the game, but he's always mentioned in the game. And one of the things I love that this game does is how much they just make you hate him. as a person, a father, and just a concept.
Odin, your son has returned, bringing the wrath of the giants.
And then and then Odin appears in Ragnarok, the first thing you see, and he turns out to be a mafia boss.
Yeah, he turns out to be very very soft spoken.
All right, so you know about I tried to kill you. You killed my son and my grandsons. Forget about it.
Now you will tell me how I can beat this Ragnarok. And why must I tell you? It's because I have your snake grandchild. Oh, Odin! Yeah, including Thor, which is like Ragnarok Thor is like huge piece of shit.
Excuse me. He's also a huge piece of shit physically. Holy fuck, man! That man is a fucking power lifter. He got the gains.
Well, what's so funny is that yes, Thor is built up to be a huge jerk, so you expect him to be like a huge asshole, and then it turns out, oh, he's actually depressing.
Yeah, he just wants approval.
But like I think this game more than anything made me appreciate the fact that like it brought something that like God of War really needed. It's other characters, because a lot of God of War is essentially just like a lot of the previous games was essentially just you by yourself. Every so often, a character will pop up. He'll talk to you a bit. Kratos does either one or two things: kills them now or kills them later.
Or if it's go away, bitch.
Go away. Athena, I don't want to talk to you. Go away. I'm going to destroy Athens, Athena. But Kratos, I will still help you. Why? Because you're not my father. I see. God of War introduces a lot of these great characters, including best character Mimir.
You know, he's also the guy who voices Mimir, voices Alfred in a bunch of stuff, and he also voices Senator Armstrong.
Yes.
Wait, what? Repeat that one more time?
He voices Alfred in a bunch of stuff and Senator Armstrong.
I think Black Comet's brain broke.
No, wait, who did he voice in God of War?
Mimir.
Again, Mimir.
Head. So Mimir should have gotten the nano machines.
Knowledge, son.
I'm having a hard time connecting the voice to.
I know.
It's like.
That's a good voice actor.
Yeah, he got range.
He does. So, you get the Mimir, the smartest man alive, or as Odin would call him, the smartest head alive.
I like that scene. Chris just chop off his head.
So, I'm going to chop off your head now.
Fair
enough. You get Brock and Sidri, the Halua brothers, who are just the perfect definition of the odd couple. One's a surly, just surly potty mouth. And the other is a germaphobe.
Deborah Wall is in God of War Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Shit, she is in fucking nothing aside from Daredevil. Sorry, I'm just shocked. Continue.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. It's just but the Witch of the Woods, Freya, is just a very kindly woman who unfortunately had to marry Odin, and his parting gift, his annulment is, you stay in Midgard. Ha 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 ha.
You can't go back home. And also, all your Valkyries are now going to be corrupted monsters.
That's true. The Midgard would just be filled with the dead because Helheim has literally no room. No more room. So Helheim.
If Odin had a way to take care of the souls and not actually take care of the mortals instead of being only Aesir's first, maybe Kratos would end up going on a rampage.
Well, I don't think it matters to him because he already has his army. Like they're all up there, and Valhalla, feasting and drinking, and
great dining room in the sky.
I mean, fornicating.
In the great dining room in the sky.
And then having the colors of the War Boys from Mad Max Fury Road.
I live, I die, I live again.
Christopher Judge. I love him more as Kratos. Like I love this Kratos. I think a lot more than the previous game because
you don't like Terrence C. Carson yelling out at the top of his lungs.
Carson yelling at the top of his lungs is really great. But I think it's just like combined with the fact that this game has characters that bounces off Kratos. There's just moments where like Kratos is kind of like Drax, where he's not oblivious, but he's always straight with you all the time. And the moments he jokes is the best because he's still saying it in a straight way.
I got a question. Have you played the older God of War games?
Yes.
Would you say that are the older ones worth playing?
So they are worth. I say they are worth playing. Gameplay wise, I think they are still some of the better.
Okay, I never played them, but didn't all the God of War games literally have like a quick time function where you bang someone?
Yes. If I remember correctly, it's supposed to be the city bicycle.
City bicycle.
What's her name? Starts with an A.
Press X to
Aphrodite.
Aphrodite. Press X to pound harder.
Yeah, they have
this mini game.
Yeah, they have that mini game where you.
Is it required?
It's not required. It's
just, good. So, because I was asking, because like if I ever wanted to stream the God of War games, I was like, okay, please tell me the sex stuff is not mandatory. I don't want to.
It's off screen.
Oh. But still though, it's like I don't know. Like
you see nudity, and then you see Kratos hop on the bed, and then you look, and then the camera is like at either at a nightstand that is shaking, or in case of God of War 3, you see the two nymphs reacting to Kratos and Aphrodite going at it.
Oh my goodness, Chelsea, the timing of your question. Did you have fun in the bathroom? No, I had to take a long ass piss. And I wasn't having fun in the bathroom.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Cool. But would you say in terms of story, worth playing?
So I think so. One I think has a very decent story. Yeah, it's very like whenever anyone says like, the fourth game is when the series really grown up. Well, the series has always kind of deal with the issues of Kratos, you are a murderer. You will always forever be a murderer because your life sucks, because you're the son of Zeus. But the older games are very 2000s. they bleed into that sort of thing where it's like
2000s comics. Right?
Yeah. Like, because I think every design in the game, like every designs in the games are very very faithful to like the Greek mythos. So it's not wildly different. Like like the harpies are still bird women. Their breasts flowing around boobily in the wind, and like the minotaurs and all that stuff. They're still there, but then you get like things like Hades. Hades just looks like he comes from a heavy metal album cover.
Yeah, but Hades looks cool though.
He does look cool, but it's like Hades looks like a product of his time. And, Zeus is very roided out.
Okay, I'm looking at Hades from God of War, and what the flip?
What do you mean what the flip? He looks amazing.
No, it doesn't. That is not Hades.
I don't care if it's not Hades. I just think it's
Hades.
cool.
Also,
look at that. Like he's got no face. It's just that like plate going on, like a grill, but like the light behind it he just looks menacing. I don't care if that's not accurate to Hades. I don't care. It's a cool design.
So Nahat.
Yes.
Hey, Cengiz.
So when you say that, when you say when Count Dooku died, he got reincarnated into Zeus.
Perhaps yes.
Cengiz,
For those of
you know what type of game this is that the God of War series is about?
What?
Oh, Clancy Brown voices Hades.
Mythologies.
Ooh, nice.
Also, sign up for
Sorry,
those who don't know.
sorry, I'm not a mythology accuracy type of guy. I just care.
Corey
I just care about
voices Zeus.
That's what Kama was joking about, because Corey Burton was Count Dooku in the Star Wars TV shows.
Oh, he also voices Zeus in the Disney Hercules TV show.
Really?
So he plays a good Zeus and an evil Zeus. Or I guess more like, I don't know, but is Zeus evil or is he just an asshole?
All I know is that Zeus is my spirit animal.
Well, he's a very natural evil.
Okay.
God of War 3, I think the twist kind of ruins that whole thing, because I feel like he should just naturally be a stubborn, all-controlling man. But
oh my goodness, I'm looking at Zeus now. My lord.
He looks jacked.
Hey, this grandpa's been hitting the gym.
Yeah, that adds to the problems with that Hades design, is that, they managed to do some other things that is more mythologically accurate. But when it comes to Hades,
it's the matter of like Hades has been represented in a ton of media before, and it's like, we can get all the mythology right, but with the designs, like, we could just be our own thing, and we could just make them look as 2000s as possible.
I want to see Ares.
Ares is he has a flame beard. Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking at it right now. That's metal. That's metal. I kind of like it. Yeah, this is a metal design. He's got a flame beard. He's got like.
his ultimate thing is that he can just sprout legs from his back like he's a spider.
Yeah, I see that. He's got like these like spider-like things going on.
So it's like a lot of the designs and a lot of the tone is just a reflection of its time, but like 1 and 2 I think have pretty interesting stories.
You don't like the third one?
The third one is ruined by its twist.
Oh.
About Pandora's box.
Yeah. It's like, Pandora's box had opened. When you opened that up in the first game, all the evils came out and they infected all the gods. Yeah, because the gods were just so wonderful, beautiful people.
Oh, was the twist just no? They were always assholes.
The twist was the reason why they were such assholes from like the second game to the third one was Kratos unleashed the evils in Pandora's box.
Also, since we're talking about God of War 3, do you saw the ending for God of War 3?
You mean the
well.
Discord kicked me out right as you were telling me the twist.
Okay. So Nick, you know how in the original series that the gods were treated as jerks? A lot of them
they're just a bunch of assholes.
But here's the actual twist. They were not originally jerks. It was because Kratos opened Pandora's box, and Pandora's box, instead of infecting, humanity and making them evil, and instead infected all the gods, making them each one inhabit different things, and Kratos gets hope. Yes, the rage-fueled person who butchers everything in front of him for the sake of revenge gets hope.
Kratos, the cause
and the solution to all our problems.
Of all the problems.
I don't know, I find that funny.
Also, I'll talk. Yeah, the God of War ending. The modern day ending.
Modern day ending?
So God of War 3 had a planned ending where originally it was originally it was going to be revealed that other pantheons exist. And after Kratos killed the Greek pantheon,
he just gunning for them next.
Yeah, the North and Egyptian pantheons just come in and just like, okay, we're the new leaders now. Praise us.
And what happened is that Kratos beats 2 other Kratos from each of those pantheons, and they team up to form a trinity of carnage.
And that results in them killing, every polytheistic, mythological pantheon until eventually we reach Christianity, and the three Kratos are the 3 wise men.
Also,
wait, is that actually true? The 3 Kratos are just gonna go, you know what? Enough of killing gods. Let's just help the birth of Jesus Christ.
Also, there's this ending I saw where it goes to modern day and it shows all the vehicles finding the bones of Kronos. Finding the remains of Kronos.
Yeah, that sounds like a mishmash of ideas from the first 2 directors of the God of War games.
Okay.
And they left when the second one left when God of War 3 was still early in development. So it wasn't exactly an original storyline in the sense of they scrapped it and wrote something new. It was someone else's idea before the project was really in production.
Yeah. It's like it's like one of those concept stuff because if it was still in.
That's funny though.
If it happened in the middle of production, though, you would have seen a lot more hints at Egyptian and Norse enemies in the third game, but
that's still funny though. Just three different cradles just go. All right, we're done killing gods. Let's just go celebrate the birth of the Lord Savior Jesus Christ.
I posted that. And then back room.
All right, let me see. Modern day secret cutscene. Oh my goodness. What the hell? You know, as that's ridiculous.
I was kind of funny. Like, wait, it took you that long to find that giant corpse?
It took that long.
Man, so like, I don't know what more to say. Like, play God of War 2018. It's a great game. And also,
speaking of that, I just started it today.
Oh, nice.
Good.
Did the first, got to the first boss battle, and then I had other stuff to do.
Okay.
Also, and I should also play Ragnarok, because that's also shaping up to be better than this one.
All right. Okay.
It's getting late for me. You guys have a good night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Have a good
good
night,
night.
Matchstick.
Have a good night, Matchstick.
I was gonna ask something related to God of War and it slipped my mind. I'll come back. Master, you still here? I don't think you disconnected.
Yes.
Let's give him a moment.
Alright.
Yes. Take it, boy. It may be some time in our journey that we may need to butter bread. See, this is the reason why no one likes you.
You know, so
Yes.
I think one day I might got one of those little boat rides.
What about the boat rides?
Oh, I just like the little conversation they have during the ride. You know, those little boat rides and the sled rides.
Boy, I will tell you a short but purposeful story.
No. No.
Alright. Oh, go ahead.
It is like one day, a frog tadpole and his father were walking along until the boy almost fell down.
Yeah. Yeah, they kind of remind that conversation that Kratos had with Mimir about if we, like, he's like, Mimir, do you think I prepare my son boy enough? Well, he survived this all. No, I mean, did I prepare him for woo?
Oh. I don't know. Alright. Alright. Well, that's it then. We can move on now to, oh, go ahead.
Alright. I'm gonna head out as well.
Are you calling
No,
tonight?
I meant
Alright, have a good
Have a
night,
good
Ninjaro.
night.
Good night, Ninjaro.
Alright.
I-
Oh, you gotta go
I-
too?
Yeah. Good night, guys.
Alright, good night, Comet. Oh man, all the Eastern boys are leaving. Alright.
Dropping like flies.
They are. Alright. Well, let's see, we've been going for almost 3 hours now. Alright, let's start powering through this. Alright, so start from this point forward, we're gonna start doing some movie talk. We talking Kino and all that. So let's start with getting a little bit retro. So SGD, you want to talk about this movie, All About Eve.
That's right. So, All About Eve is actually a film I watched in high school.
Oh.
So that's how I know about this movie.
Alright.
And of course, being from 1950, it's a pretty old movie. And I enjoyed it the first time, so I wanted to watch it again because Family Guy referenced this film. They made an episode like, wait, is this just an All About Eve reference? And I don't remember exactly, but I do think a character does lampshade that it is an All About Eve reference.
Oh man, Nick, your influence has now spread to SGD. You're too powerful now.
Well, what really got me to watch this movie was that Family Guy made a Madeline reference. So like, wow, that's not something I ever expected Family Guy to reference.
Oh.
And that reminded me, they also did an All About Eve reference. I should watch that movie again. And I did enjoy it on a second viewing years later. And because it's a very old film, like it's in black and white, and uses an older style of camera. And I do find that charming. Look at older broadcast programs and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And I like the aesthetic that the sort of camera they were filmed on gives them. Things look a lot less clear.
Alright.
And I do like, because it's an old film, they have a different way of speaking. And I'd find that charming for the most part. I think it also is, lends to that is I like to do a bit of writing, and I'm a bit fluffy with my language.
Alright.
And of course the film is, to surmise, it's kind of, acting is a terrible career. Get out while you still can.
It seems like it's something that's prevalent with movies that of that age, like Sunset Boulevard, whatever happened to Baby Jane, and it's like, actors, they never get a happy ending.
A fun fact about this movie is it has Marilyn Monroe in it before she was a big star. I knew that without having to look it up because my teacher told me.
Alright.
But of course the film is mostly about an older actress called Margot Channing and the titular Eve Harrington. And it's mostly about Eve sort of worming her way into Margot's life and just trying to take it for herself.
Wow.
Eve pretends to be this mousy babe in the woods, just big fan of Margot to get close to her, and then when she gets close to her, she starts lying and manipulating people and gaslighting and blackmailing to get a career.
Are you sure you didn't watch this movie, Nick?
What?
No, I was making a joke because SGT said gaslighting. I was like, that's where Nick learned how to do it.
What's interesting about the story is you have a character like Birdie, and she immediately just knows Eve is full of it. So they kind of telegraph Eve is, lying, but that doesn't become apparent to everyone else until later in the film. Because Eve does some, she tries to do some terrible things, and people around her like do bad things, thinking they're doing the right things because Eve is manipulating them. The movie is all about Eve, but of course focus on Margot, and then we have Margot's friend Karen, and there's also narration by George Sanders as his character Addison DeWitt. Because I think the first character we're introduced to because he's narrating the start of the film, and his character is just such a self-righteous prick.
Oh.
He's a theater critic. People involved in the theater, they're just above other humans.
Oh.
They're just a different class of person.
Oh.
Because when you're following Eve, it's about Eve rising the ranks, feeding her ambition, and Margot sort of fretting about her age, and ultimately she decides to retire from the theater, and ends up being pretty happy with that decision, while Eve sort of just makes life worse for herself as things come back to bite her. And it has sort of that haunting ending of, a fan of Eve sort of does what Eve did at the start of the movie. It's like the movie ends on the cycle will repeat again. But it is a bit of a lengthy movie.
Alright.
I feel like the big reveal of Eve being a snake happens not that long into the actual runtime. It's just other characters have to find out about it.
Okay.
And they're sort of dealing with things going on. A lot of character drama. It's characters reacting to things and overreacting and arguing. There's a funny scene which follows Eve blackmailing Karen, and Karen ends up not having to follow through with what Eve wanted her to do because Margot's like, I'm going to retire from the theater.
Alright.
And she just starts laughing hysterically. I was gonna have to do something I really didn't want to do, but then retires. No, I don't have to do that thing anymore. Which is recommend Eve get a role in a play instead of Margot, but Margot kind of eliminated herself from the running.
Alright.
It's. I think this film was more of something to experience. So it's not like other movies I've talked about where you're gonna have a fun time going into this. This is more of a see how the story goes kind of thing. Because there's bad people and there's less bad people and there's things going on between them. Right, so I think enjoy it for that whole aspect. It's not just such a sweet story.
Alright.
I guess the moral is, acting is not a good career. Get out while you can. Margot quit acting and she was better for it, and Eve became an actress and was worse off for it.
Oh. Okay then.
I enjoyed the movie.
Alright. Oh my god.
I think their favorite character would have to be Birdie. Although she kind of disappears from the movie pretty early on.
Oh.
Jamar just like warns Margot about Eve, and then I guess just the scenarios depicted after that moment didn't really need Birdie in them, or it didn't make sense for Birdie to be in them because she's just a domestic servant of sorts to Margot. A lot of things just concerning dinner parties and award shows and the actual putting of the plays together.
Alright. Well, that was a nice, short, simple take on the movie. Alright then. Okay, well, that was yeah, I want to say that was nice, short, sweet, and simple. The exact opposite of every time I talk about something. Anyway, speaking of which, now it's time for me to now it's time for me to do an convoluted long talk about Speed Racer.
Okay, is this the greatest movie ever made?
If not the greatest movie, at least one of the greatest movies out there.
Oh, this movie's fantastic.
This movie is just... It's so much fun. I don't know how else to describe this movie. This movie is... Okay, no, actually, no. There is actually something I could say about the movie, though. It starts with a Family Guy joke. The brothers who made the Matrix are the directors who made the Matrix are women now. Oh man, which one? Test to sing. It's both of them. The brothers who made the Matrix are women now.
Brothers who made the Matrix movies are ladies now. They're ladies.
Wait, I have to ask. Was this movie made back when they were still brothers? Or
I believe so.
Yes.
Oh, it was. Yeah. Okay, when did they turn into sisters? You know what? I'll look that up later. But like this, yeah, this was a movie made back when they were still brothers. Ray, what are the odds? But this movie. If there's a definition of underrated, it's Speed Racer. This movie is underrated. This is a fantastic movie. It's simple, but it's fun. Like.
So, Larry, before he transitioned to Lana, he actually revealed it during the release of this movie.
Really?
Yes.
He came out as, well, I guess she came out as Lana during the debut of Speed Racer.
Yes. And by 2010, she started referring to herself as Lana. And so, yeah, by then they were Andy and Lana.
Ah. Interesting.
And then 2016 is when Andy came out as Lily.
Ah, okay.
It's so weird.
I mean, good for them, I guess. But it's like, we still got that Family Guy joke out because of that. Chelsea says this movie is the best fever dream ever. That's one way of describing it. On surface level, when you watch this movie, like first time you're viewing this, you'll notice right away, wow, it's like if what was it? Who's the guy who made the Spy Kids movie again, and also Machete?
Robert Rodriguez.
Robert Rodriguez. Like when you first see this movie, you go, oh man, what's this? A Robert Rodriguez movie? Is this Spy Kids? But unlike Spy Kids, though, this movie is actually pretty good. I don't know if the Spy Kids movies are ever good or not. I remember watching them once on Cartoon Network, and then that was about it. But like at first glance, like, is this like a Robert Rodriguez movie? Like you could tell, like, oh man, that's the most like obvious green screen CGI out there. What is this, like PlayStation graphics or something like that. I don't know. But then as the movie goes on, as you keep watching, more you just go, I don't care. I don't care if it looks like a Spy Kids movie. This is fun. This is a blast. So many pretty colors. Yeah, it's like a Spy Kids movie, but like everything is like the colors are all like highly saturated. Like everything's saturated to the the highest level, and just like it's like I like how Master described it. Like it looks like someone like chewed up a bunch of crayons and barfed it out all over the movie. That's what it looks like. It's just a Technicolor. It looks like a Technicolor. I don't know, nightmare. But it's not. It's not a nightmare. But like, okay, so this
I would say that's positive.
You would see that.
It is a Technicolor nightmare, and that's a positive.
Okay, so okay, so one thing actually also, so for anyone who doesn't know what Speed Racer is, Speed Racer was actually a Japanimation, an anime from the land of Nihongo, and then it was one of the animes that came over to the good old land of America that got dubbed, and the dub is quite special. He's going over the cliff! Ah!
It's one of the earliest animes, because before then we didn't know. Like, they had to figure out how to dub one of these things.
That's how you get magical scenes, like scenes where Speed is just a straight up sociopath to his girlfriend. The anime is a treat of its own. But then wait on, I'm looking this up. 2008. So then in 2008, the brothers, the two brothers who made the Matrix, who then became ladies, they decided, you know what, we're gonna release a live action movie that's essentially an adaptation of the anime Speed Racer. And Speed Racer turns out to be one of the best live action anime adaptations out there. And you cannot convince me otherwise. And yeah, like just, you know what it is, why I have fun with this movie, because you could tell in this movie there's passion. There's a passion there, both in within the movie and the making of the movie. You could tell there's passion. Like the characters have passion, along with the people behind this film. There's passion there, and you could feel it, and it just makes this movie so much fun. And you might on the surface level, you're like, oh, it's Speed Racer, so this is just like your typical racing movie, right? It's like a racing, and yet somehow this racing movie has has a whole plot about corporate greed, fraud, racing fraud and stuff, like cheating. We got a straight up like a yakuza boss going around. There's gang violence. There's little racing Batman. That's what I call Racer X. That's pretty much what he is. He's just racing Batman. Like, there's a whole lot going on with this movie, and yet somehow this movie is able to pretty much balance them out in the most optimal way, where it's just, this is a lot of fun. And another thing too about this movie is, like, despite all this stuff going on, it's still a very, very simple movie. Like, it goes about all these different stuff very simple and straightforward. Like you could tell who's evil and who isn't. Like Royalton, like just you could tell right away, oh, he's just some fancy rich dude, like, but something off's about him. And then after, Speed gives this whole speech about him, like, I'm sorry, I want to still race for my pops. We're still an independent company. And he just completely shatters the actress. Evil laugh. No, you utter imbecile! You're gonna sign that damn paper whether you like it or not. It's like you could. Like, they don't get, like, it's the most simple, straightforward way you could tell a story, and it doesn't care. It's so much fun. And like you could say that you could. I could tell, like, people would probably describe this movie as like cheesy or corny, but you know what? It's the fun. Again, it's the fun kind of cheesy.
Well, the corniness works for it. Like, it's you can't really make a serious Speed Racer movie, because Speed Racer as a show is not really serious.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that.
But what I love about whenever movies are like corny like this is when, like, the actors have to act like their characters are taking this like 100% seriously. It just adds to it. Like no way is Speed Racer gonna ever call out like, oh man, this is, no way is Speed Racer ever gonna go like, man, like, oh man, this is kind of silly. I mean, come on, like a chainsaw is attached to our wheels, that's silly. No, they take that shit 100% seriously. Oh man, this guy's got chainsaws attached to his wheel. Shit, what do I fucking do? like, oh shit, this car has like a catapult that shoots like snakes at you. They don't go, that's silly. No, they go, there's a snake on me. Oh god, what do I do? Like, which just adds to the fun. I think, to me, cheesy and corny works best when everyone treats it like it's 100% serious shit going on. But like, and like the thing is, like, all the actors, they still are able to bring, I would say their A game, at least some of them. Speed's actor is alright. I don't know, maybe it's the direction they told him to go, but like Speed's kinda, I don't know, he kinda talks like this, it's like, oh man, but it works. It works. But then the star of the show is, honestly, the stars of the show is everyone, all the other actors around Speed. They're all great. Like Pops, John Goodman.
John fucking Goodman, man.
Oh my god, was that a ninja? More like a nanja. Shame what passes for a ninja these days.
I love how fucking blasé he is about it.
It implies that Pops had to deal with nanjas before. It's like, oh man, you know my favorite scene with Pops, Nick, is when the nanjas invade the hotel room, and the guy just bumps onto John Goodman. Like he's about to punch him, but John Goodman catches his hand, like puts him in a grab, and it just zooms in on John Goodman's ring. State champion Greco-Roman wrestler.
He's fucked.
Like, that's just that zooming alone just tells you all you need to know about John Goodman. Just like, oh, you don't mess with Pops. Nick, for Transformers Express, can we have Ironhide do that? Like a Decepticon tries to attack Ironhide, just catches his hand. It just zooms in on like
yes.
Like his finger. He has a ring, just Cybertronian Wrestling Championship. And then the mom, Ma, she's great too. Ma Racer, she's charming. She's the heart. She's the heart of that family. And then even Sparky has his moments. like you end up rooting, like at the end of the movie when Sparky finally gets to drink out the milk out of the cup. You root for Sparky. Like, that's right, Sparky. You chug that milk. Let's go. Sprout's okay.
Sprout's okay.
He's okay.
But just this whole movie.
I feel like I could talk more about this movie, but I feel like this is a movie where I don't want to reveal too much of it. I feel like this is like it's one of those movies where I feel it's better to just experience it for yourself, and then afterwards come back and you go, oh man, that was an experience. I know, right? But but again, like if you haven't noticed right now, if you haven't noticed so far, the main point I've been hammering in home that this movie is just fun. It's fun. Movies don't have to be, complicated or anything like that, though. Like at the end of the day, is Speed Racer, a Martin Scorsese, certified cinema? No. But it doesn't have to be. It doesn't need to be. It doesn't want to be it. It just wants to be a fun time where and it's not to turn off your brain kind of fun. It's not Transformers. You don't turn off your brain. But you still sit back and enjoy the ride, and it's just, and you like, oh, and that final racing. The final race when Speed shifts the car into fifth gear to restart the whole thing, and you just hear that engine roar, and he just goes zooming off like faster than anyone has ever seen. It's like, oh, this is amazing. And the music, the music, and we found out why the music is great too. Michael Giacchino. Whenever that man knows how to make his music. Michael, it's just a movie about a guy racing his car. You don't have to go that hard. Well, he's not doing a piano, but just imagine Michael Giacchino with the whole orchestra just on fire, just
Everyone has their mouths taped shut to stop the screaming.
Yeah, the final race with the music swelling up, and then the whole thing where you see it cuts to all the sequences of every time Speed's ever talked to someone, every major incident, like his conversation with Racer X, even Royalton, his family members, and it just all compounds together to create just that. And then when he finally, and then the music with that angelic chorus going on, when he crosses the finish line doing that spin, and the tunnel vision just turns into checkered flags, and then when he stops, you realize he's been going so fast that the Mach 6's wheels are literally melting from the heat.
This movie, Changus.
Another neat detail is during the final race, when you see Speed, when he uses the jumping jacks things, the pogos attached to his car, you see, during the slow-mo sections, he's been going so fast that whenever he uses the jumping things, they're red fucking hot. The metal's heated up from going that fast. The friction has caused that much heat. It's amazing. Ray Sister won't be anything left. There's never anything left. I feel like that's a reference to something.
Yep, now I remember.
Okay.
It's Thanksgiving at John Goodman's family. Can we have something? I told you, when I'm finished, you could have what's left. There isn't gonna be anything left. There's never anything left.
Oh, okay. Yes, Anime Guy, this is the live-action Speed Racer movie. This movie is just, it's a joyride that honestly everyone should experience at least once in their life. And again, like I said, it's cheesy, it's corny, but it's just, it works because it's the fun, cheesy, and corny. You just have so much fun with this movie, and just I cannot recommend enough. Like we do need to, Nick. We do need to find like a better time where we could sit down with Ninjato, strap him down so he can watch this movie. He dodged out last night. It's like, oh, I'm tired. It's like, oh no, we gotta have him sit down and watch this. Because Ninjato was like, I don't know, Speed Racer, that's a stupid movie. It's like, but Ninjato, it's the fun. It's silly. You know, it's silly, but it's not stupid. I feel like there's a I feel like, at least to me, there's a difference between calling something silly and stupid. This is silly, admittedly, but it's fun. I wouldn't say it's stupid though. I mean, there's such thing as stupid fun, but like, I don't think this is a movie where I would consider stupid. It's silly. Ninjato party pooper. Ah, don't worry, Chelsea. We'll strap him down someday. Like, yeah, I guess this turned out to be shorter than I expected, but like, I don't know what else to say other than just, it's fun. Go watch this movie. You won't regret your decision watching this. It may not be considered Kino, but in my heart, it is Kino. And that's all I have to say about Speed Racer.
Everyone's homework is to watch this at least 5 times tonight.
At least 5 times tonight. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, it's Kino in my heart. Oh, that's right, Chelsea. We need to watch The Big Lebowski again. Oh, there's a lot of movies we need to watch again.
Yeah.
It's a big.
Also, did you hear that Matchstick watched The Big Lebowski?
Oh, he did? How did he like it?
Yeah. He liked it.
Nice.
Chase, he said that the urn scene was probably one of the greatest scenes ever made.
What the fuck is wrong with you, Walter? Dude, I'm so sorry. What the actual fuck? Like, what was that shit about Vietnam? Fuck. Like, just, you whistleblower, you took him. As you did so many young men. I would love to watch The Big Lebowski. The Big Lebowski is a race, just like, where's the money, chickens? Where's the fucking money, shithead? Oh, it's down there somewhere. Let me take another look. Big Lebowski is another movie where, in my, there's a lot of movies out there. Big Lebowski is one of them where, in my heart, it's Kino. So anyways, let's talk about actual fucking Kino. Actual Kino movie. This is a Martin Scorsese cinema level movie. We're talking about Iron Giant.
Man.
This is cinema.
So, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how to start with this movie.
Really?
Chang's, you have to understand. This is one of my absolute all-time favorite movies. There's so much I could talk about, and I don't know where to start.
I can start off by saying that the Bumblebee movie is the best live-action adaptation of this movie.
Yes, okay. Okay, I could, so...
Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. Oh, man, this movie is one of... This is probably the best Superman movie. I mean, obviously, like, it's got some competition, but, like... this is just...
Chelsea says Iron Giant made her cry at the end. I don't blame you.
I don't blame you.
You could say it's also one of Vin Diesel's best performances.
I think it is Vin Diesel's best performance. It's shit. There's so much I could talk about. I guess the first thing I could talk about is how Warner Brothers screwed this movie over initially.
Yeah. You know, people were. There was like a whole recent thing where people were like outraged that Warner Bros. Is sabotaging their own like animation departments. Like
they've been doing it.
They've been doing it for a while now. It's not an uncommon thing, unfortunately.
The reason that it was killed was because it was. Oh man, the marketing. Horrible marketing. Did you know that there was one of the trailers was just action scenes played by Rock You Like a Hurricane?
Wow.
I mean, I love that song, but that is...
Yeah, but that is far from what you want to advertise this movie for.
One of the most inappropriate, if not the most inappropriate songs. Because, okay, so what is this movie about? It takes place in the 50s, and an alien robot, giant alien robot, crashes on Earth with amnesia. He then befriends a young boy named Hogarth Hughes, and basically has to hide. And Hogarth has to hide the giant from the military, because it's the military. I don't think that. Do you really need like a real reason of why? Let's just say don't trust the military, folks.
Yeah. Military kind of sucks. At least in a movie.
But man, this movie. So shit, I'm actually having a hard time talking because I don't know what I could say without just rambling.
What was the first time you ever saw this movie?
Okay. So it's actually interesting. It's one of the reasons why Iron Giant is as beloved as it is because despite its horrific theatrical release, Warner Brothers did try to save it with its home release. And they would basically try and market everything with the VHS and the DVD. And then Cartoon Network decided to air the Iron Giant for Memorial Day for 3 days straight.
Nice.
Over and over.
Oh, wasn't that Thanksgiving? I remember a Thanksgiving marathon.
I think I've done multiple. The point is, there was a 3-day marathon where the Iron Giant played non-stop.
Alright.
Like on loop for 3 days. And it was thanks to that, the Iron Giant became as big as it is now.
Alright. And you watched is that where you watched? Chelsea says she remembers seeing that 3 days. Nice. I never got the experience to watch it on Cartoon Network like that. I ended up just watching it later on my own time. I don't regret it though. What was your like overall like experience when you first watched this movie?
I loved it. So again, Changus, I love robots. Why do you think I'm such a huge fan of Transformers and technically Bionicle, but only technically? The characters from Bionicle are technically organic, so it's only technically.
But still though. I was gonna say, what do you? Shit, hold on. Give me a second to actually think about this again. I was gonna say something and then I forgot. Let me reword this. Alright, I'll ask it. Why do you think this movie is so beloved? Like, what is it about this movie you think that, like makes people fall in love with it?
Why do I think... Ah, man. I think it's the giant himself. I think the fact that you have something so innocent... he's essentially a weapon. Because spoiler alert for a movie that's as old as I am. The giant has a shit ton of weaponry installed into him. While the flashback shows that he can destroy a planet on his own. It's a deleted scene, but let's just say it's not canon. It's not non-canon. And yet he's so innocent, and all he really he's essentially something that he doesn't want to be a gun. It's a movie about choosing who you get to be, and there's one thing he wants to be.
Superman.
Not gonna lie, I'm getting misty-eyed thinking about that. I can't stay my eyes can't stay not dry when I think about it. Because it's one of the most powerful scenes where Vin Diesel can make grown men cry with just one word.
Superman.
You know what it is? One of the reasons I'm having trouble talking about this movie is because I don't know what I can't say about this movie. Why? What hasn't been said about this movie? Because it's such a I can't find the right words. It's such a this movie's fantastic. It's a movie so great that people forget that's based on a book.
That's right. It's based on a book.
In which at the end, the giant fights an alien dragon the size of Australia.
It sounds like it's based on the book in the same way How to Train Your Dragon is based on the book.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that the giant didn't fight a dragon the size of Australia in the movie. I mean, that would have been interesting to see, but like, I do.
Didn't you want a dragon singing a song brought world peace?
Okay, no.
What world peace, Changus?
I'm pretty sure that ending of the movie does that just fine. Wait. Okay, then I guess to add on to that question I asked why people like this movie, why do you like it? Nick, what is it? It's like you told me about how you first watched it. Like, what was it about this movie that stuck with you to this day?
I literally just said everything about this movie.
Okay, well, think of something new.
What can I think of something new? It's just this movie. It's such.
Okay, what's your favorite scene besides the ending?
Besides the ending?
Yeah.
I think it's the stroll through the park through the town at night. Or the scene in the forest where the giant. It's not even one to see the deer. It's just when the giant's just walking and just admiring nature. Or when, or the lake scene. Just. I love this movie, Changus.
You want to watch it again?
Of course I want to watch it again.
Alright, well, tell me when you want to watch it again, and we'll watch it again.
We can do it, like, tomorrow or something.
Tomorrow? Alright. I guess in that case, I'm gonna extend this to the rest of the guys here. Nah, HD, what was your experience with the Iron Giant?
I remember watching it a couple times.
Alright.
Yeah. And then, I think maybe last year. I think I don't remember. Sometimes a lot more recent. But yeah, I like the movie.
Alright.
I think it's one of those movies which impacted me significantly. So it's just a movie I enjoyed.
Okay. What about you, Not?
I've seen it many times, including the 24-hour Thanksgiving marathon. It's classic. I wish there was more I can say about it, but that hasn't already been said before.
Alright. Chelsea says she watched with you guys? Wait, did you guys already watch it?
No. I think she's saying she wants to watch it.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. Because, like, wait, you guys already watched it in the server? Alright, then. We should watch the movie. Again, I'm definitely down for that. We should play a game. Every time there's a moment that makes us cry, we drink. And
I am not gonna survive that.
Oh, okay.
Who isn't gonna survive that?
Movie ends. SGD, why are you sober?
Wow.
Wow. Alright, then. Yeah, okay. Oh, Jesse says, yes, I can join you. Us, it be poggers. Okay. Okay, so you want to watch with us? Okay. I didn't.
It sounds like she's talking about grafting you onto an amalgamation she's creating.
No.
Yes, I can join you onto us. It be poggers.
I don't know. I don't understand her grammar at times. Grammar is just a thing. Yeah. I guess then. Any closing thoughts about this, Nick? Then.
If you haven't seen it, what's wrong with you?
Oh. Dang, coming out aggressive. All right then.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be straight with you guys. This is everyone must watch this movie at least once movie.
All right then. Okay then. Then I'll hold you to it that tomorrow, Nick. We can watch it. Okay. Well, I guess with that said, then nothing else to say. Then we can call it a night. So yeah, we've been going for a little under 4 hours now, actually. So this is actually one of our shorter podcasts, actually. But look at that, we got one of the shorter podcasts. But then, yeah. So I guess that's really it. There's nothing really much else to say. That's the end of the show. Okay, Nick, just I'm gonna somehow bring this back to Sonic. Just saying that's the end of the show just reminds me that's actual powerful lyrics of one of the songs from Sonic Frontiers. Actually, Nick, Nick, I have to ask, have you actually sat down, listened to the songs from the game?
Yeah.
You have? Which one's your favorite?
Other than I'm Here, I gotta say, Break Through It All.
Break Through It All. That's a good one. But I like Find Your Flame too. But Break Through It All. That's a good one too.
They're all good.
What if we just do for a 2 cents topic, like Sonic songs?
I could do it. And we'd be here forever.
Jin777 Twist, welcome. Oh wait, it's James. James. I'm sorry, man. We're starting to wrap up the show. You came we started wrapping things up. I'm sorry, man. It's one of the shorter podcasts where we didn't have too much to talk about tonight. Well, no, correction. We had so much to talk about for some topics that we didn't know what to talk about. So they ended up being relatively short. But you actually came as we were starting to wrap things up. I'm sorry, man. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for the show. This has been the 2 Cents Live podcast. Nothing really much to say other than just what we usually do with housekeeping. Just if you gotta, you can follow me on YouTube and all the social media stuff. Nightbot can do all that stuff, but then also, everything is, down below in that, whole about section on Twitch and stuff. And then if you're watching this in the replays on YouTube, all this information's in the description as well. So there is that. James says it's okay, just pivot. All right then. I feel like that's a
also, I should bring up with today's Digimon card reveals. The Black Gilmon is real.
Oh, and he just left. Oh, he's back. we couldn't leave without SGD saying something Digimon related. All right then.
Yeah, Black Gilmon is from one of the Digimon Rumble Arena games, and it's kind of a redundant form, so they've never used it until today.
Okay.
Kenji Watanabe snuck him in to a card.
Ah. All right then. Okay.
It's redundant because there's a Black Gilmon line and a Red Gilmon line. As in the evolution of the Grammon. The Black Grammon line is you raised your Gilmon wrong. The red one is you raised your Gilmon right.
Okay.
So there doesn't need to be a black form, but they decided to make a black form anyway.
I guess black is just a cool color.
There's a lot of black Digimon recolors. Including a recolor of a Digimon that doesn't even exist.
Oh, okay.
There is no King Numemon.
Alright.
Only black King Numemon.
Okay then. Alright.
He said the N-word. He said the N-word in the middle of a black neighborhood.
Alright. Okay. Well, there we go then. So, I was saying. Oh yeah, as for housekeeping, just repeating housekeeping again, just to close off. You could also just, as usual, if you like what we do here, if you want to support us financially for, more, so we could, well, I guess, so I could buy more games and stuff to stream and etc. We got the Stream Elements tip jar going on at the top of your corner of your screen, and we are actually, like, more than, we're like 93%, yeah, like 93% and almost to our monthly goal. So, if we can just, if we could just get $4 more by the end of the month, we will hit our monthly goal. And, yeah. So, if that sounds like a, like a good old dealio for you, then, go ahead, you could do so if you're feeling charitable and stuff. And hey, if we don't hit that monthly goal by the end of the month, not the end of the world. We'll try again next month. That's all. Okay, so, with that said then, let me turn off that royalty-free jazz. We don't need you anymore. Alright then. Anyone got any last words to say before we call it a night?
I already said mine.
Alright then. Nick?
Except for Chelsea, what's a Zoran?
What? You mean Zordon? Ah, yes, my favorite Power Rangers character, Zoran. Alright then. Not. Any last words you want to say?
Say the line, boy.
Say the line, boy. Alright then. Nick, any last words?
Superman.
Oh, you have to end it on a sad one.
Damn right I did.
Okay then. Alright. You know what? I don't really got any last words to say, so I'm just gonna play the 2 Cents Rangers video again to close off. Cause I really do love that video I made. I put a lot of work into it just for a gag, but hey. Alright, so thank you everyone who came, and I hope you all have a good night, and we'll end off with the 2 Cents Rangers.
It's morphin' time!
Dragonzord! Mastodon!
Pterodactyl!
Triceratops!
Saber-tooth tiger!
Tyrannosaurus!
Yeah!
Right morph into action!
Six working together to fight evil.
And stop Rita!
And all of her menacing monsters.
From destroying Earth!
And ruin the universe with evil!
Look out, Rita! We're not backing down because we're the
Power Rangers!